really talk to it.
Yeah. No. One of the tools that I'm building right now for advanced video generation is being able to script out like full 30-minute hour scripts and be able to generate it by scenes within the models to be able to do that. Because that's again to like make the concept real. Because then you still have to they're not quite big enough where it just like does everything together. You still have to like tie it all together.
You do have to tie it together. And what I noticed, what happened to me in my, I don't want to show it to you. What happened to me was the character consistency.
Exactly.
And it kept changing. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now I got to talk to it.
Yeah.
And give it, I guess, a negative prompt.
What model are you using for this? Because I just saw this.
I'm in Imagine. So I was using Clean Pro. I haven't used Sora 2 yet because it's so expensive. It's like 600 credits to get a video. But I'm getting what I need from Seed Dance and from Clean. And then I was using Midjourney at first for a year for my images, but now there's so many others. So now I'm using Nano Banana.
Yeah, that one's right now my top.
Your top for real? It's giving me good stuff. Image creation. Let me show you the one I did. It's my latest one. I worked at EA Sports, and I had this idea for a game, a mashup between Star Wars and Madden.
The galaxy has always been ruled by those who understand power.
Good voice.
Strategy.
I got that HeyGen.
Precision.
Yeah, this is HeyGen. Okay.
Now,
I used OBS to rip it off the internet and fed it to HeyGen, and I got the
football
voice.
is no longer just
So then this is I took this from a game that I created already and fed it
Madden's realism
into the model.
collides with the relentless force of the Empire Strikes Back. NFL fans will recognize the formations, the pressure, the pursuit of dominance.
What video model?
Star Wars
Just
fans
Clean,
will feel
Clean,
the tension
Clean
of
Pro.
every decision, where victory is never guaranteed. Two universes.
So here's how I was getting different.
Like it wouldn't keep consistent on the actual characters.
It wouldn't keep the patches on the.
There will be no turning back.
So to get this shot right here was difficult.
I bet any action
The movement, action shot, you saw how blurry it looked. And then this one worked out for me out of 3 tries. But I was able to get the patches. This one the same. I was able to get the patches.
Interception.
So the voice changed here. I couldn't get it.
16 strikes back.
This is a mix. This is a mix of HeyGen, Clean Pro, and some Nano Banana. Yeah, a couple of images from Nano Banana. Then of course I gotta give disclaimer. I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I got EA, NFL, all that stuff in it.
Oh, they'll come at you.
They'll
You
come
got
at
Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm. This is for a game concept that I am starting to create, a mashup between Madden football and Star Wars fans. I'm trying to bridge the gap between the two universes.
Is it like an app on the...
I want it to be a VR game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So my first attempt was to make it mobile, so it can be on a tablet. And then since I've been into VR recently, I thought how cool could it be if you can be on the field with Star Wars characters and catch a ball or tackle, you know. So
that'd be cool.
right now, all the 3D assets, I built a lot of them, but I don't have UI still. I have some gameplay, which comes. I worked on Madden, three Madden titles, so I kind of have the gameplay already.
Yeah.
It's straightforward. It's not really complicated, but it is Star Wars, so I want to bring a little more to it than just football. Like if I do Mandalorians against Stormtroopers, I want Mandalorians to be able to use their jetpack. It's not legal in
Just like
football.
different ideas.
So that's why That's cool. Right now I'm just mapping gameplay right now and how that would look, how that would work. I'm a character artist, so the asset creation was the easy part. Now it's more the environments, mapping them together, and the gameplay. That's really what. And that might take another 6 months.
Yeah.
So I did this just to get me all excited about it. Yeah.
Wait, so the hygiene is yeah.
So
I
hey,
was like,
how you
I was
doing?
over here in some stuff. Alfredo, a pleasure.
Marlon, nice to meet you.
Amazing what you were doing.
This is a concept done in all in artificial intelligence using HeyGen that does.
Yeah, of course, no.
You know HeyGen?
Yeah.
So I got to use HeyGen.
He has his avatar there.
I have a few there too.
We used it like 3 years ago when it just started. And
I used it like
he
2 years.
impressed it like everybody was
For real?
What is this in college? Yeah, we found it.
When I first used it, I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
You can probably do all the things with it and just like a human. That's where I got this guy in it. It's like, let's throw some monsters in there, characters. But like I was telling the other dude, the hard part was getting all this.
What? Yeah,
It's the engineering the prompts to that. Is really
It's all the problem.
you know.
Because most of these are 8-second videos that
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, and
What are you using? Sora right now?
I'm using Kling Pro. I'm using Kling Pro, and then of course, excuse me?
Pixel? Are you using?
No, I'm using from. I have a membership, a subscription at Imagine.
Oh, I imagine. It's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same thing, but Imagine has all these
Yeah,
tools
exactly.
in
All
it.
those tools.
Right.
I was telling Jay that, I saw this new Chinese one. The problem with these ones is the cost.
Yeah.
With the APIs, all of that.
Exactly.
Try it. It's called Enhancer. Have you ever heard of that?
What's it called?
Enhancer.
In Hanker? Let me put my glasses on.
Like this, Enhancer AI. Supposed to be, they do 8K.
They do?
8K, Enhancer.ai.
Oh, wow.
It's Chinese open source.
Oh yeah?
Go try it. You never know. Because sometimes you reduce, the credit pools. Enhancer.ai. There you go. Yeah. And I think that the model that they use, this is competes against Nano Banana basically.
It does?
For images.
For images.
That's what I saw. But then I think they also have, but this was the one, Cora Pro,
Cora Pro?
the model
Yeah?
that does all these things. And supposed to be like 10 times cheaper than.
Yeah?
Just check it out.
Oh, I might check
It
it
might
out.
work for you.
Yeah.
But they're saying that computing 1-to-1 in the same prompting, this is like high resolution.
It is?
Because that's when I heard.
If it does even 4K, I prefer to do that and then crunch down to HD if I have to go online or something. Yeah,
Figure it out
I'm
because
gonna
the
go.
cost is supposed to be Chinese. You don't have a problem. You don't.
I got no problems.
I
I don't have any money. They're not gonna steal anything from me.
Exactly.
I got nothing to offer
You
them.
have nothing to do. Just forget it.
Yeah. I'll try it out.
But they have really good models.
They do?
Especially to compete against Nano Banana API. The cost is.
Yeah. For Imagine, I'm paying 50 a month, and I get
How many credits?
right now I got 20,000 credits.
20,000, and that gives you how many minutes?
So each video is costing me like 150. So I'm being cheap. I'm choosing the right models that get me what I need for the right cost. Of course, there's models that cost 600 credits, but I'm not gambling with them yet because the reason why is because.
But the problem sometimes with that it's the quality of the video.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying
Yeah,
this,
but it is.
it even has 8K. Some of the
I would love to get
8K.
some 8K.
At the same price of
Yeah.
regular.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever it is.
Well, the reason why I also like Imagine, because as a creative director, is I'm trying to really push for camera motion, camera movement, and they have a tool called Flowchart. I think if you look at Imagine, they have a tool called Flowchart. Flowchart allows you to. It's node based. I don't know if you know anything about nodes. So I'm a Maya user, and Maya and all some of these packages they work out
Because
nodes.
we don't work on videos mostly. I use, but I want him to do because we need to do. We have a business that we do for preschools and that, but I want to create a really good video, and we're going to be using a lot of AI and presentations based on AI that I want him to master. That was one of the reasons why we're coming to this type of things. It's.
You know what? I've been on the same boat for a few years now, and what I noticed that has helped me, not just be really original and unique, is also help the model understand what I really want.
Giving as much.
It's the prompting and also knowing a little bit knowing a little bit of how it works without the AI. Because I created a game years ago, and I'm grabbing those animations and feeding it to AI, and I'm already advancing it. So I'm not just using a prompt, I'm also using visual. So I'm feeding it animations
Have you
and
experimented with Claude Code,
with clothing.
Claude?
Claude? No, Claude.
Claude AI? Coding and doing the vibe
Well,
coding?
yeah, I have to know some. I do Python, a little bit of C Sharp, but
With
not a lot.
Claude now has changed the whole rules.
Claude.
Claude.
So you can use Claude to
You
learn
can, you
script.
can make videos and everything, and there's these things called MC.
Claude. Yeah,
Claude,
yeah,
Claude
yeah,
AI.
yeah, yeah.
But just go to YouTube and look
Yeah.
how to do Claude, Claude coding. Yeah. Man, you speak in English, and that's cool.
Oh, it does. I use ChatGPT. It helps sometimes.
The model, 10 times better.
Because
It's
ChatGPT
better
is
than
never
Gemini.
precise, but
No,
it's
but
close
for coding.
for coding. I asked
No, but
ChatGPT for
this-
Python codes.
This you can put agents on top of it.
For real? Okay. I guess this meeting was good. I learned some things.
No, thank you, man. Maybe we can connect.
Yeah. Do you have you're in the building?
No.
No, you have I have an office at 4 or 5.
Okay.
We have green screens. I have all my equipment up there. We rent it out. I rent out the service for content creators. Yeah.
A lot of YouTubers.
We just started,
TikTokers.
so we're trying to get whoever comes in. Right now, we have a couple clients and they're jewelry stores, so I put their jewels in front of the green screen.
Excellent. Excellent.
Here, I have this. You can scan this, and I have a WhatsApp, and we can just stay in contact.
Yeah.
I send you some people.
You do a podcast?
Yeah. So we have two. The one in Sebring is mostly podcasting. There's a bigger setup. Our setup is a little smaller, but it's more heavy graphics because of me, because I run it. So
It's amazing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Videos.
yeah,
No, but
it's
try that Claude coding.
yeah. I'm gonna try it. I need to.
Vibe coding. No,
Yeah.
believe me.
It's gonna make my
My
life
other
easier.
son right now, it's at a Cloud Code meeting.
Yeah?
Tropic Cloud Code in Miami.
Yeah?
They're doing this. He's the expert. So if you ever want to know, he's the expert. We're trying to become, we're more in the marketing and
Yeah.
stuff part of the business. This guy needs to become be able to do those videos that you're doing.
Well, you already know.
Yeah.
You guys
Engineering
can
the
scan
problem-
this QR code. It's
Is it the WhatsApp one?
no, this is the one the local that actually has all the website.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Scan it.
Yeah, it has,
Like
because I
random?
think what
Yeah.
he gave me was the one that
That's the WhatsApp.
it's the WhatsApp
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
It's missing.
I saw it was just
Yeah.
like, what's up?
Yeah, it's not the same. as
Super,
this.
super.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And I have my own website with all my work. I've been doing this 20 years. So I have works at games, and then before that, broadcasting. So I did a lot of food products like Target and all that. But that was no AI. That's the reason why I was mentioning that.
Yeah.
Not only engineering the prompts is important because I realize how important that is. But if you know a little bit on how it works underneath the hood without the AI, it'll help you. Because you can show the model. Not only speak to it, you can show it.
You know, with this thing, Cloud Code,
Yeah.
there's one thing called NCP. It's like the AIs. There's one called Context 7. If you Google it and you look, it's amazing. This
Context
thing-
7?
Context
Yeah.
7. So you tell the coding agent, let's say you're working on WordPress on a website. You go in and tell them, use Context 7 to learn how to do whatever you want to do in WordPress. This will go in, learn, everything documentation there is on WordPress.
Yeah.
You will read it, interpret, and say, oh, it will take you like a minute. And say, oh, now I'm an expert at this, so I don't know how to do it.
What's left to do then?
No, and the thing is that
What's
you
left to
can
do?
create an agent to do things online.
That's really the next goal. So I want my own agent, and I want my agent to float behind me as I walk around the city, like on Alexa,
Yeah.
right? Floating around like, hey Alexa, write me this code so I can. That's the next one. Hey, it was nice meeting you, Marlon. Once again, Alfredo, Marlon. Alfredo. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, we'll talk some more. We have info, we'll exchange info, and you know.
Yeah, figure it out.
For sure.
We're around here. No, I'll send you. Yeah, I have a little contact.
That'll be awesome.
I'll send you.
That'll be great. I'm always here, so we could always sit down and have a little lunch or something and talk.
I sent you this because this has all that.
Maybe I should have that on mine.
I sent it to you. Check it.
That's probably even better than the one I
Yeah,
have.
because I was going on my WhatsApp channel and it doesn't let you chat with me. For some reason, it doesn't let me chat with me. Just
real?
Right, because it lets you see what I'm posting, but it doesn't let you instant message me.
This is the thing about wearing many hats. There's so many little kinks that are left behind.
I sent it to this gentleman here. He had the same problem. He couldn't.
Yeah.
Then when I gave him the Popo, I gave you the Popo one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See there, right? See there, he can message me. He can do all those.
This one?
Yeah. So there, it has a QR code. You see how you can call, message.
Where's the QR code?
It should be. Is that there?
I want to have it on my
Yeah,
screen.
no, yeah, that's what you need. This is what you need. So let me give you that. Because you could create one, but you have it on your wristband.
I can put it on my wrist.
Oh, but you didn't bring it.
No, because it has all my old info.
Oh, you didn't change it.
No, I didn't change it.
Preview. I'll give you this one. I'm gonna give you this one. I'll give you this one because it has that. Shrink it for you. This is free. You can just get this. That sounds weird. No. I see. Yeah. You can free.
This one. This one.
Is that a text message? No, it was an image I sent you.
You send it just from your personal one.
I sent you
From your personal?
text messaging.
Not the one with you, me, and sister.
I sent you this one.
Okay.
You got it right?
That's all that comes out.
No, it's giving you something else.
Yeah. This one, here it is coming.
There it is. That's your QR code. Save that. Like put it in your important stuff.
I'm just gonna put it on my.
Like put it as your screensaver or something.
Sure.
Because when you go on to it, it'll give you the options to text a message. Go to
I gotta do is,
Instagram.
I know what to do.
What I'm not able to do is I'm not able to.
That. Then, that's mine. Okay, I know where to get it. Here, put here, and do this. Set as wallpaper. There we are. There we go. Lock and homeschool. Got it? Got it. So Alfredo, real quick, sorry. What was the other one? It was a cloud I had.
Yeah, but so you don't know. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I heard today. Today I felt like, oh man, my output was like my normal 100%, and I was beating myself. But I'm like, today's the day. I hope so. I don't know, because I hope so get through the night. I'm like, no, it's like,
don't know how to cook. I've never coded my life. I code, that's, I was thinking more about that. If you want to do something, and that thing, you create things that today my son was making. Ralph is based on that Simpsons character. So this Ralph then it's an agent that works 24/7 for you. So you're just this is just
It's VIP.
V as in Victor, I, V as in Volky. No, I coding.
It's just a term, it's not like soccer.
Yeah, that's not a song.
Yeah.
Everything to do that with cloud is the best. Because you can do it with Gemini, it's not that good. And you can also do some things with ChatGPT. You have your own thing for coding, it's not that good. This is the best one. It's a little bit expensive. One end, I'm looking like the big one, it's like $200 a month. But this is for hours and hours and hours of coding. You can start
Start somewhere to do it.
There's another one.
And then we can go further. Do whatever you
Hopefully next time we meet, I ask for something. Yeah. A lot of homework.
I'm calling for everything you do. So they call me for everything else.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Can you imagine having our own agent? We're gonna have our own agent and just talk to model the agent. Model the agent to find this client.
What does it cost?
There's starter kits. There's $50 starter kits. So it's this thing called Claude, and then within Claude,
Alright, hold on. I gotta scheduled mine.
And then Fredo told me about five.
I know.
So there's a couple things that have to do. I saved them
I gotta
too.
get ready. Well, I got Super Bowl 2 weeks. She about to get me right.
It's awesome, man. There's a lot of money.
Come all the way down there, girl.
Big time money. No joke. Big time money.
Yes. Oh, no, I know. I know all those things. You know, chapter 2 weeks later, we're about to start. Yeah.
Doing too much. Look at this video. Social media isn't hard. It's misunderstood. I gotta save this video. Well, it's the same thing. Yeah, there's tons of them. Yeah. It's crazy. Hello. Cool. Still a lot of work. If we keep our heads together by the end of the year, we should be in the good spot. Just gotta keep the head up tight. Let the head fall off your shoulders. I felt like that today. Yeah, stress. As soon as I show up, all that changes. I need help sometimes. That's when we pay. That's when we start paying. Yeah. I need somebody there. I need like a helper. Just like the day with Nigel. You will help me. I need the same thing. That's all I need. Someone help us. Diego's here.
Hey, there we go. What's up, everybody? Can you all hear me? Perfect, perfect. Welcome to the second the Growth Blueprint. It's amazing to see everybody. I know it's raining outside. How you doing? Make sure y'all grab some of these too. But I know it's raining outside and it's flooding a little bit here and there. So I thank you all for coming here safely. If you do have a car that's very low to the ground, take the highway, do not take the regular streets. You will be stopped. No, but for real, thank you all for coming out. This will be something that will be going, we like to say monthly. The next one will probably be in 2 months. But as we move forward and as we grow, we're going to be doing monthly. Before we get going too much, my name is Curtis Harkness. I'm the host and one of the founders of these awesome two men also. But I do want to shout out Industrious. They have been our exclusive partner in letting us use their spaces. The cool part about it, of why we choose Industrious, is because you all can work here too. You all are business owners, you're starting a business, you work somewhere. If you need space to work, this is the space, all right? So everybody is going to get an email. It's going to be a free day pass. I'm also going to give you a free conference room pass. So if you need to use a conference room randomly, all you have to do is sign up with one of those little cards. It's free, your usage. You're able to go in, use that conference room, but you also will get a free day pass. And you can use it here. We encourage you here. They also have it in Hollandale, Aventura, Coconut Grove, Wynwood, and Brickell. Did I miss any? I don't think so. I got it. And Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach.
There is one in West Palm Beach. My bad. She's at West Palm Beach. Yeah, Coconut Grove. Yeah, that's love them down there. So I'm very excited for all the locations. There's more locations opening up for Industrious. But I work out of Industrious exclusively, and I did come from a competitor, and now I can say like it's really cool. They have breakfast in the morning, they have a snack, they have snacks throughout the day, unlimited water, drinks, and they do events like this. So I'm very excited, very thankful. So let's give a big round of applause for Industrious. Test this range of the mic. Also turn on the camera. Gotta get that content. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or it didn't happen, right? I mean, I don't.
Time for content.
All right, so. Also really good, want to shout out to the other people that sponsor us, Catalyst Miami, The Move, which is the best creative studio that you can go to. Honestly, if you need to make content, if you need to make a podcast, or anything like that, The Move, they're in Wynwood, they're huge. Delta, you all also going to get an awesome welcome with Delta. They have a free corporate program for small business owners, and they, through our events, they're able to give you guys, you get double points. So if you travel, say you travel on your own, you also put your business, when you sign up, you get points for your business, you get points for you. If anybody else travels under your business, they get points, you also get points. The other thing is, the cool part, they partner with Industrious. So if you want, hey, I don't need to come every day, I kind of want to keep my budget low, $99, I believe, you get 4 to 5 visits per month at any Industrious. So they have a lot of other things that they do, potentially upgrades to gold status. So there's a lot of things that they do, but they are supporting us, and I'm really thankful for them. So thank you, Delta. And the last one, shout out the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. If you haven't joined the Chamber of Commerce, join the Chamber of Commerce, because more people in their business. I need a lot of people in AI marketing, and any business you can think of. Some people are here that actually met through it. So very excited to get through all that stuff, because you got to say it, you gotta have these sponsors. I want to introduce Jay Storm and also Shay Patel. Please give up these two awesome women. And yeah, we're going to jump right into a little panel, because I want them to introduce themselves, talk a little bit about it, because not everybody knows all of us. But one thing we're going to talk about in this is mindset. And the reason I want to talk about mindset is because you'll come to an event like this, you'll get some great information. A lot of people go home and they do nothing with it. Some people pay tens of thousands of dollars mindset, it's understanding how to use AI more than just making cool things. And then on my side, we're going to talk about the marketing. Because just because you make something cool doesn't mean somebody needs it, right? And that's the part where the founders or Jay comes in and revamps your whole business, or Shay comes in and revamps your mindset. We're able to help out. So first, Jay, tell us a little bit about you, and then we'll share.
There we go.
Well, hey guys, my name is Jay. I introduced myself to almost everyone. If I did not, would love to meet you. And yeah, just talk anything AI, a little bit of what I do. I've been. Yeah, I've been in AI for like the last 7 years. I got in pretty early, and originally was a CFO of a company and basically wanted to see how we could use AI to for like actual business. Because this was before GPT, before all that. It was like voice agents, now like programming. Like, okay, how can I like replicate this for the sales team? How can we boost sales and all that? So my big thing is right now I build AI software, mostly the system side of things to increase sales for companies, and I'm always looking at the business impact of okay, how do we use these cool tools? How do we use these new technologies to create actual business impact, either making it easier, cutting down costs, or on the other side of sales, bringing in more with less and empowering the actual team with the best tools so that they can do the job for 5 people, they can be 10 times more productive, and they can actually create real impact. So I'm really big on the combination of both the people and the technology. So that's anytime I go in, it's always like, okay, how can we combine the best of the technology with the best people to make the best companies. So that's a little bit about me, my background, and yeah, super excited to talk anything AI, business, creation. I'm big into AI video. It's all about it.
All right. Yeah, very good. Awesome. My name's Shay Patel. I'm originally from Canada. Moved here to Miami 2 years ago, but lived in the U.S. for 6. Before that, I was over 20, and then my 20s. Most of you can, understand. So I am a stress response and performance review specialist. I work with high performers, specifically athletes, NFL and Major League Baseball. Work with executives and business owners. Why? Because if you're a business owner, if you're going to take that plunge and you're doing it by yourself, you are performing for yourself. Right? We talk about mindset. I love everything about it because my generation, everyone's close to 50. I am 50.
I'm 56, I'll be 56 this year.
Can we get a round of applause? We'll give you some too. You guys are love too. One of the things is mindset has become such a, in our generation, mindset was compartmentalized. Deal with it. Toughen up. That's not it. Right? Today, obviously, you're going to hear a lot about marketing, about tactics and techniques, and AI, which I have no idea. That's why I'm friends with him. What goes on? I just know how to turn my computer on. But the point is that we need to go slow. We need to go fast, but go slow. We need to slow down. We need to connect again. And I think you, as business owners, you want to connect with your clients. You want to connect with your employees. Less bosses, more leaders. Right? And the last thing, because I get really passionate about this, and then I steal 2 hours. And this is for my ladies. Women entrepreneurs are different than men entrepreneurs. The majority of research, the majority of mindset that has been out there has been created for women. Right? So when I go into performance review, when I go into stress response, there are specific things that we will teach our clients to do. When I work with the U.S. Army, when I go to West Point and I'm coaching the women's teams, I'm treating them completely different but not in the sense of, oh, they're a weaker species. No, it's a physiology, right? And your employees' physiology. So I take that step back. When these guys are going this way, I'm coming back this way, right? So I'm really excited to be here. You guys can learn a little bit more on how we can integrate something that I'm not inventing, guys. I was talking to you about this. The wheel is still round. It's still round. I'm just trying to remind you that, hey, just keep rolling, right? Okay? So yeah, we have a great night.
I love it. Yeah, it's better than that too.
Yeah.
Well, jumping into that right there.
Yeah.
We'll throw it to Jay. Jay, when we're talking about mindset and with AI, what is something you see AI helping potentially with that understanding, not just like optimizing and going, like what can AI do? Not just like changing myself, like help you in general from your point of view.
Yeah, that's a great question. For the immediate thing that comes to mind is with AI, a lot goes into the actual prompt engineering of it, and if you play with any of the models, how you think about using them goes into a lot of leadership. So when I think mindset is like how you go into the mindset of like how are you using these tools, because they all work very similar. And basically, if you can speak English or like if you can speak any language nowadays, you can use these tools. And you can use them well. And it's more so going in like, okay, what is the goal I want to accomplish, and how am I going to tell it that goal so that it does what I want it to do? Because these models are smart, these tools are super smart, and then it's really up to the users. And this is why I'm really big on equipping people to be able to use these tools better. Is then they're able to get the outcomes, get the results that they want, instead of just if you put it. It's the same concept if you're telling someone on your team what to do, or a partner like, hey, I need this outcome. The more specific you can get, the more specific in like, hey, I need this done. Here's the constraints and here's the goal, and learning how to talk to these things just like you would a quality competent person is going to lead you to a lot better results. And the great thing is and where I really see this going in the future is a lot of these tools are going to be basically you're going to be managing your agents. Until agents are managing the agents. But right now it's us exactly. So and it all comes down to how are you actually going to tell them what you need done and give them the exact outcomes, and then they'll be able to figure out how to do it, but it needs to know the constraints, it needs to know what good looks like, and that's going to lead to better results. So this can be anywhere on a video generation. I know we were talking a little bit about that, like, hey, I need this certain video or this certain scene, and you describe it, and basically you're then a producer of like anybody can be a producer. You need to know those skills of like how to think about that. And then same thing with building an apps or building any of the if you need like an appointment setter or voices, I'm doing more advanced stuff. But any of that, if you just tell it what you need, you're going to be able to get the better results. And so thinking about it that way, like thinking of I'm leading this thing, and if I don't get the right result, it's not really on the tool anymore. It's actually on myself. You'll be able to constantly improve the tool's outcomes and the results that you're getting from using tools, just like you would any other tool, which is really cool to translate over.
I like that because the one cool thing is having that understanding mindset that it's not the tool, it's me. And I think a lot of us forget that even when we're leading teams. It's like, what are they doing? What are they doing? And reflecting that mindset, and you've led teams, you've led AI teams, agents, regular agents, robots. But that understanding that it's me. Let me focus on me first, and then see how I can help. And that's something I think a lot of people don't do in business or in life in general. We always blame the other person. And if we stop and say, okay, is it me causing this? Maybe I didn't put my blinker on, and that's why they didn't know I was getting over and they cut me off because they didn't look at me with the blinker on. Sorry, I was driving down. But as he was talking about mindset of focusing on ourselves sometimes when something's not working with AI or our team, how should we look at that when we come back to ourselves? Because sometimes a lot of people, we put ourselves there, we compare ourselves
So, I speak a lot louder than this, so it doesn't mean that. Alright, so the first thing is this. 5%. 5%. That's the amount of people that take responsibility. 5%. That's all of us. It's easy to blame others. Right? It's hard. It's hard. We've all been, right? With your partner, with your business partner. When you have to hear that truth from them, it hurts. We'd rather hear it from a friend. Why? Because a friend, I think it's in the contract, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. Because they love you. Just as much as your partner does, but your partner's hurt. So, high performers, right? If you look at all these NFL, I work with Jordan Love very closely with Green Bay Packers. And when those quarterbacks are out there and they lose that game, and they say, that's on me, that's what I'm talking about. Because that's a multi-million-dollar decision in its renegotiation. So, it's being able to look into yourself. Do I do that every time? Absolutely not. We're human. We're emotional. Right? But it's understanding that it's okay to admit when you're wrong. It's okay. It's okay to show a little bit of vulnerability at the right moment. Right? We think vulnerability is a very bad thing. Right? It's actually a very good thing. Right? Especially when you're leading a team or when you're trying to build something. Right? There's this great book called The Slight Edge. We talk about responsibility. Why do I say 5%? Because that 5% always shows responsibility, right? Because it's easier for others. So I think if we keep going into, especially business, we say, hey, look, that's on me, right? Because all of you all have your own businesses. You have to wake up in the morning. It's really easy to stay in bed, right? The hard things get left alone, right? So it takes time, it takes these little bits, and understanding that the more responsibility you take, and the more that you can see yourself, your true self, right? That's going to make the difference.
I really like that because I'm in business, we're all business, I'm in marketing, and a lot of people will say, I'm not making money, why is marketing not working? I'm not making money, your AI agent's not doing this, or I did the breathing technique, but I still behind. Did you prepare? Do you have a strategy? Like, how many people implement AI not knowing who their target audience is? How many people build a website because it looks cool and I got an AI agent's gonna talk to you, but your UI and UX is not done. You went the cheap route. No offense to Wix or Squarespace, but I got a template ready to go. But true investment takes time. If you're working out, you're not going to get swole in a week, even if you're taking steroids and trying to cheat your way. It's something that when you say take responsibility, it's also taking responsibility of understanding of I have to do the work. I have to learn this because the buck stops with you. And if you don't want to have the buck stop with you, go work with somebody else. There's nothing wrong with being an employee. We were all employees at one point in time. And you still, even as a business owner, that's one thing people forget, you still work for somebody. Who do you work for? Your clients. If you don't listen to them, at some point you're not going to have it, and you will be broke. And then what you going to do? So that's something that is like, I like the mindset of people, well, I'm just here for the AI, I'm here to learn the marketing techniques. But again, the mindset is going to take you from the bottom to the top. Even when you have problems. How many people, when COVID hit, you lost money? I mean, I'm sure my hand up. Lost a lot of money when COVID hit. Because I was at events and we were marketing. What did everybody do? First thing they do, they cut their marketing. And then they go, I'm not making money. How do you make money if nobody knows? Right? And so we have to figure out different ways to move forward. So this, I don't want to go too much further in this because I know we're going to jump into it with some other things, but Shay, I'll let you jump up. We're going to pop off and kind of break it down for us, kind of give us a pathway on what you do, and
What's that? You can get original with me. You know what I'm saying? If you had a chalkboard, that'd even be fine. All right, guys, it's really simple. Okay, 4 points three main points I want to talk about, and then there's practical application. Okay, we live in a constant. The minute we wake up and while we're sleeping, okay, we are in a constant feeling of fight or flight. We have never been stressed in history as we are today. Anxiety, stress, disorders. If we go back 20 years, we can say the same thing. To what they had. Go back 20 years, what they had. Today, it's even worse. Okay? Now, what I noticed in most of the teams and most of the organizations I've worked with is that they don't even know that there's a performance problem. Right? Their performance problem is what? Numbers. Not making those numbers. That's a problem. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put more pressure on you. Get those numbers. Right? We don't have a stress response to that. Not just us, but our teams. They don't know how to do it. Because I'm not going to go talk to my boss, because my boss is going to yell at me, or I'm just going to sit here quietly and, not go noticed until I get fired, right? I mean, it happens, right? So we need to understand what our stress response, the clarity is. So, what's the problem? The biggest problem is hyperventilation. Okay, when we think of hyperventilation, we think that someone's like all day long. No. You naturally hyperventilate all day long. You naturally do it. In every stressful situation, you don't know it. So I want you to start to be aware of these things and watch the people around you. Mouth breathing. Okay? So hyperventilation is holding your breath. Anything that builds your CO2. When I have more CO2 in my body, the more I'm going into my fight or flight, my sympathetic nerve, right? All your fears, all your concerns, everything in your life is controlled by an almond. It's not controlled by an almond. Something in your brain that's the size of an almond. Y'all know what that is?
Patula?
The amygdala. Yeah. It's an amygdala. That little thing, fight or flight, all day long. Okay? So we need to understand and talk to our teams, if we have a team, right? We're in ourselves, right? It's like, okay, look, what is happening? How am I feeling? Why am I lightheaded all the time? Why am I tired? How do I get a little bit of energy before an important meeting? Okay? So we're gonna do that exercise real quick. Okay? So what I like to do is sit up straight. Okay? Sit up straight. Okay? You're gonna breathe in through your nose, so you can do this in your office, in the bathroom, go hide if you want, do it with your team, do whatever you need, okay? So, you're gonna inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. But when you exhale through your mouth, you're gonna exhale with force. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. All right? Very simple for 20 seconds. Now, I would like you to put your hand on your belly, okay? One of the biggest things that we do is we are, majority of us, when I say we, I'm talking about the masses, okay? So since I'm not talking about you, maybe some of you, right? We're shallow breathers. We're not allowing ourselves to fully engage our diaphragm, okay? So what we want to think about is pushing that hand out. Oh, but my mom told me when I was a baby, don't push my belly. Remember when your mom told you, don't walk around like this? Yeah, but that was actually building your diaphragm, but we didn't know it. Right? So, big breath into your belly, we'll go slow first. And exhale through your mouth as if you have a straw in your mouth. Okay? 3 seconds into your nose. 3 seconds out your mouth. 3 seconds into your nose. 5 seconds out your mouth. 3 seconds into your nose. 7 seconds out your mouth. And last 3 seconds into your nose. And 10 seconds out your mouth. What stayed consistent through that whole thing?
3 seconds in our nose.
The inhale. What was different? The exhale. Why? Because we're getting rid of carbon dioxide. We're tapping into our parasympathetic. Right? In Miami, y'all should be doing this when you're driving.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. I do this all the time. All the time. Okay? That is a great exercise that you can do whenever you are stressed. Like something just peed you off, or you just got that email, whatever, and you're like, let's be more responsive than reactive. Before you do react, I never want you to react, I would like you to respond, but down-regulate. So we're going to call that down-regulation. Okay? Upper regulation. Now I want you to see how fast you can use this 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, 7, 3, 10 to bring you back to baseline. If you have a heart rate monitor, that's great. You can turn it on. That's cool. If you don't, that's fine. Okay? So what we're going to do is this. We're going to go for 20 seconds. Where are we going? To the sympathetic or the parasympathetic? By doing this exercise. Sympathetic, right? We're stressing our body out. We're getting a higher carbon dioxide count in our body. Okay? You good? You on? All right? It's all about that. Okay? Here we go. Ready? 20 seconds. There might be some saliva going around with it. In the 90s, it was ready? And go! And into your recovery breathing. 3 in, 3 out. 3 in, 5 out. 3 in, 7 out. 3 in, 10. Okay? That brings you back down. Did everybody feel lightheaded?
Yes.
Did everybody feel lightheaded
Yeah.
by doing that? That was 20 seconds. Now imagine doing that for 20 hours a day. The time you're awake, 18 hours a day. Without knowing that you're doing that. But shit, I don't see myself going, you don't, but how many people send emails? Messages. Come on. Everyone sends it. Okay? There is a condition today, right, that is called keyboard apnea. What is keyboard apnea? People are holding their breath as they're writing a message, as they're writing a read, as they're about to press send. It's a phenomenon which increases your carbon dioxide. Be aware. So we need to understand the problem. Right? How do you understand the problem? Start to notice things. We're so disconnected. Everyone's like, oh, we're disconnected with people. We're disconnected with ourselves. We're disconnected with ourselves. Right? Which leads me into mindset and nervous system. Body before the brain. We were taught that the mind and the brain controls everything. Controls your body. Wrong. When you're sick, is it your brain telling your liver that I drank too much last night? Or is it my liver being like, bro, that was just bad choices all around? Your body's communicating. So I always tell people, your head is not connected to your body. Your body controls your mind. The only way for us to fix that is to understand the difference between the mind and the body. Nervous system. Right? You can only have a solid mindset if your body is balanced. It's a system, right? And we're going to have Jay come up and talk about systems. This is the boss that comes to mind. But I'm talking about the organic system, your nervous system, right? I will give you some more applicable stuff after if you like, okay? But always try to find ways to regulate the nervous system. 2 quick points about mindset and nervous system. Breathing is communal. Breathing is a very communal thing. So if you're having an argument, test it, but be careful. Test it with your partner. If your partner's yelling at you, and you're in an argument, find a breathing pattern. And you will see naturally that breathing pattern starts to together. It's wild. The two of them are like, I got you. She's like, if you start to breathe different, it's on. No, but that's the whole thing. So I'll go back. So again, this is nothing new. There's a book, everything you see today about breathing, Wim Hof, all that stuff, some of the things I'm saying today, comes from a book called The Science of Breath, 1903. From 1903. They just made it look pretty today. Right? It's from India, right? It was a yogi from India. My father was a yogi, I was not. But this comes from millions of years, thousands of years before my father, before this book. So it's part of us. It's inside. You just gotta bring it back out. Everyone wants to do the carnivore diet and this and that and go back to being cave people. But let's start with the breath, right? Mindset. Again, think about being the 5%. Don't think about being the 95%. Okay? A lot of this stuff I'm just going over quickly because we have 15 minutes, but there's a lot to it, right? Going after the things you want. People who want to go after the things they're gonna make choices. After tonight, I never want anybody, well, I'm not gonna be around with you all the time, but I never want to hear anybody say sacrifice. We do not sacrifice a thing in our life. We make choices. We are put in situations where they may feel like a sacrifice, but we choose to be the 95% or the 5%. Sometimes we are put in a situation where we have no choice. We said that, right? We have no choice. We have a choice because you did decide to do it, right? Or you become a martyr. We can go down that route another day. Okay? No, but it is a thing, right? Right? So when we're talking to our teams, we're sitting there, we're trying to figure out what's going on in life. Think of your system, your internal system, right? We're too concerned. Yes, I work out every day. I want to look good. We all want to look good. I'm not going to lie. That's a fact, right? But let's be concerned about what's going on inside, the visceral fact, right? Let's be concerned about, am I breathing right? Is everything in the right place? Like, why is my kidney up here when it should be back here, right? Like, you know, and then I know, again, I don't want to get political, go into the whole medical aspect here in the U.S., right? But it is hard. It is hard in the U.S. and trying to take care of your health. I get it. So let's start on something that's free. We do this 20,000 times a day, but you're more concerned about going to the gym for now. Right? So if we can translate that to your team, it's like, hey, let's focus on this. We'll have more common conversation. We'll have more clarity for decisions. Right? And that's the main part when we come to the nervous system, which helps build a stronger mindset. Performance breathing stress response, okay? You have direct access, right? You just tested it right now. When you were breathing really quickly, your heart rate went up, but you got dizzy, right? So we're gonna try something else. It's gonna relate the two of these. Now what I want us to try to do is, we're gonna hold our breath. Okay? You take a big breath in, I'll tell you when. And you're gonna hold your breath. All right? Nothing crazy, 5 minutes. This is where I get to brag. I get to flex a little bit in this industry, right? Because it's all business. My breath hold on land is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Wow. Underwater, it's 7. Wait a minute. Why is it more underwater? No. See, go back to our body. What do we do when we are tired? And we go to the bathroom, and what do we do to our face? Wash water, splash water on our face. And what do we feel? Refreshed. Why? Because we are fish. We come back. Let's go back. I mean, evolutionary wise. Here we have nerve endings that are dead today for most people, right? That as soon as we touch water, automatically, you guys don't know this, but now you know. Why do they say no pee in the pool?
Because I don't swim in your pool.
No, because it's dirty. No, because as soon as you submerge in water, and water goes here, all of the blood goes to your vital organs. As the blood goes to my vital organs, pressure on my bladder. I have to pee. If you live in the UK, New York, stuff like that, you just went to the bathroom, you go outside, it's freezing cold, you're like, oh, why did I pee again? Same thing, because of it. Right? Your body's communicating. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Okay? Let's do this breath hold and listen to your body. Because when you do a breath hold, everyone's gonna pee in the No, you're not. But when you do a breath hold, what's gonna happen? Your body's gonna alert itself and be like, hey, something's wrong here. Let's protect our vitals. Let's protect the system. Alright? So let's go. You're gonna go. I'm gonna time it here. Okay? Big breath in, big breath out. Big breath in, big breath out. We're gonna do this one. Big breath in and hold. As you're holding, notice what your body's telling you. Right? Try to feel what your feet are doing, your toes, hands. Love that. Close your eyes. Go somewhere. Ridiculous. You control everything that happens in your body. Nobody controls you. You control what happens in your body. That's 30 seconds. Straight into the 3-3, 3-5, 3-7, 3-10. Okay, for those, everybody made it through? No. No? Barely?
I couldn't.
Okay, so for those who didn't make it through, what made you not? What made you breathe again? Let go.
I felt my body kind of like heave a little bit.
So you got a contraction.
So I was like, let me listen to my body and just
Let me
breathe.
listen to my body.
So we listened to
That's what you were preaching. You're preaching, listen to my body, so I'm gonna listen to my body. Okay.
I felt like sweat in my palm.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. Same with sweat? Yeah. Increased sweat. Anybody else?
Tingling sensation.
Tingling sensation.
That too, I felt that too.
Those are all signs, specifically the contraction. Okay? Actually, the contraction is your body telling you, hey, CO2 levels are increasing. You might want to breathe, but you don't need to. So remember when during COVID, everybody was using those O2 meters? Yeah. Okay. Normal O2, healthy O2 meters, 94, 95 to 99. 90, 94, we're good. Anything below, you guys start worrying. Below 60, get to the hospital. Under 30, almost complete. Basically, that's the concept. Your body's basically telling you through that contraction, right? Imagine now feeling those contractions when people get nervous. This is the situation. People feel that. Or palms get sweaty, right? Those responses of the palms getting sweaty or the tingling, that's also carbon dioxide, right? Because you guys are stronger in the sense of diaphragmic, you're stronger, but it has to extend. There's no blood getting there, right? So we get tingling, right? Heart rate increases obviously when you hold your breath. Your heart rate is going to increase. It's a natural response, but then it comes down. Right? A minute's not a lot of time for you to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to pass out, right? I just want you to understand that because you can teach your body this. You can teach your body how to deal with these stressors, right? Doing 3 of these a day, you get to build more capacity, right? to recover from stressful situations. Because you ever almost get in a car accident, what happens? Right? You start sweating. We just did that in a minute. Same concept, making business decisions, right? Understanding how your mind and your nervous system can build a stress response. You need to build a stress response. And you should build your stress response with your teams, individually and in teams. So what's a great way? Again, go back to working with University of Tennessee. I worked with University of Tennessee, the football team. I put all the quarterbacks in the water. Under. We're talking about guys who are going to go to the NFL. Put them under the water with a torpedo. Remember when we were kids, we used to put a torpedo underwater? With a torpedo, they have to hold their breath, and their wide receivers will go down. And they have to do all their reads, and then pass. You have to hold it for a minute. Oh, but those are college kids. I did this with a $220 million guy. I put Jordan Love underwater. And by the way, I'm terrified every time he's underwater. I'll be straight up. I'll take responsibility. I'm honest. I'll be like, please come back up. You know, no, we're with him. We're underwater and stuff like that. But the whole concept is you can build these things. And I have those techniques for you guys, for your teams. Afterwards, obviously, we'll all share the information. A quick practical application that we already talked about was the control state, right? Getting into stressful situations, getting out of stressful situations. You just had a really bad meeting. What are we going to do? Cry. You know what? That's valid. That's valid, but how are we going to control that? Work harder. Work harder. No, but you're allowed to. Guys, emotions are valid. Emotions are valid. Lean into them. But there's also tools to get out. I had a woman call me today, an executive. She runs the Coca-Cola plant in Haiti. She called me today. She's putting her mother into hospital. And she called me today and said, Shay, can you give me a breathing technique or what run that you've taught me that helps me control my tears? Right? And we did. I said, be emotional, accept it. It's part of life. But let's control it to be strong for that moment. The last thing you want to do is bomb a meeting. Thank you. Call me. No. Or you don't want to go outside, get in your car, start crying, and then as you're driving out, no. Right? You want to be able to control your shit. Right? And that's one of the biggest things. So practical applications, we did a few today. Test them up. Obviously, I can give you a bunch more. Right? And what I would love to do is I will definitely, this wasn't on the docket, but I will get everyone's contact. Everyone's in Miami, yes?
Yes.
Cool. Everyone's in Miami, and I will come to you and we will do a session together.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
All of you who are here.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be on that. I was there. I'm like, I'm blind with my right eye, but I mean, you guys snap. Okay. No, but seriously. I'm not. Okay, no, but literally, I have one in my right eye. But, y'all, so I'll work with everybody here. If you have a team, you're like, hey, Shay, can you come in and work with my team? And me, cool. If you said, hey, Shay, just work with me, awesome. Not wrong, but we can. All right. There's a lot more that we can get into the science of it and all that glorious stuff, which I'd love to nerd out about. But this is just very, very shallow intro to some of the stuff. Sound good? Thank you.
He is actually, I'm going to use that too. Can I use the shit? Come on up, Jay.
Better.
You're going to hang out here. We're going to let Jay take it away. Jay, I'm going to get the thing.
If you want to do the first one, I'm going to pass on. Everyone's got to pee now because we're moving, bro.
We'll take you to an intermission.
Yeah, please. Don't forget, there is food over there.
Yeah, we got both something to drink, food, eat it, drink it. And then we do have a water machine, which will go, you can get all the flavored water.
Yeah.
But we'll be back in like 5 hours.
Yeah. That'll be good. Take a break.
So currently
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
I'm Jay, by the way. What was your
I'm
name?
Jenny.
Jenny, nice
Nice to meet you. I was the one that messaged you. I couldn't get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't checking my phone.
No, but I mean,
You were able to get in. Okay.
able to get in. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for hosting this.
Yeah, for sure. How I guess what interested you, or how'd you find out?
So I need to learn a good tech stack for outreach,
Okay.
lead generation, automation.
Yep.
I'm like very curious what your
100%.
favorite tech stack is.
Yes, for sure.
I've done like AIM talks for
Okay.
campaigning.
I was gonna say, is this
Like
for
integration. Oh,
what's it for? I guess what's
I know.
what's
No,
the
let's see.
yeah. Or like what's the offer? Like what's the product? or
So
anything
I'm
like
trying
that?
to offer AI automation
Okay.
specifically to the customer success community.
Okay,
But
customer
it could be
success.
for anyone.
Like success bot, or what kind of tool?
Yeah. Great. QBR, automation.
Okay.
What else?
What's QBR? I'm not super
Oh,
familiar with
quarterly
it.
business review.
Okay.
Automating that, like all these mundane tasks that anyone in post-sales has to deal with.
Do you come from corporate, or how do you
I
know that
do.
space? Okay, I was gonna say, it sounds like you know this space well, because I do not know these acronyms. Yeah.
But corporate let me go, so I'm trying to leverage all
That's your
my
knowledge. Okay.
knowledge to build something on my own.
Okay, super cool. Yeah, I'll definitely go into that. I'm trying to together. I've talked to a lot of people, and then we'll have Q&A after. But yeah, there's definitely some different tools. It's both email campaigns and then ads for that would probably work.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So
And your core offerings or your core
right, yeah. For me, it's a lot of systems on the marketing and sales side.
Yeah.
So again, both like building
small business owners,
exactly small to
B2B
medium sized.
SaaS,
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So anything what's the go-to-market offer to
Yes.
integrate, like, okay, here's how you get it to the right people, or here's how you simplify the tech stack so that you can actually like build these AI bots. So I go into
And also curious, how do you differentiate? Everyone's doing this now. So what is your motive? What is,
yeah, like me personally, or just in
I
general.
want to learn that. Yeah, for you.
Yes, great. Okay, yeah. For us, is we're building our own internal technology. So we have our internal softwares. Exactly, productizing a lot of products, and then also helping other businesses do that too. Because where exactly, and that's dependent on working really well. Because then basically we iterate and it's customized. Because a lot of things are going to be more customized for clients, and then we've been just implemented that. So yeah, and that's what gets me excited too. Because like I love reading, and I love like here's the tools, here's the technologies. Based on your ideas, it's like I don't know the QVC. It's like I don't know those things, but you do. No, but this is good though.
Yes, sure.
But it's good though because that's like I know how to build stuff, and like you know what needs built because like you face these issues and problems. Like this could speed it up so much. You have the contacts probably, you know the industry, and then it's just getting in front of the right people.
But I want to
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to just outsource.
Yeah. No, I'm really passionate about that. So a lot of what I do also is cooking the team. Because I'm always big into is like if I can make the team better at doing these things, then they're gonna be even more successful. Both using like our softwares, our tools, but just in general because they can create things themselves.
Yes.
That's super exciting. So yeah, I'll go over a couple of my favorite tools. What I've seen.
yeah, like tell me what your like top must-haves are.
I will.
You
Yeah.
need to know these to like get ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. N8N is good.
Or do you use Make?
Both of them are fine. I mean, they do the same things. I don't really need that. I'm just building pure software instead of that. Like a lot of what they do is like tying things together. I'm just literally integrating. Like, I think it's even easier of just straight building with software development tools. And basically you can do it multiple. Cloud Code is good, and then Lovecode.dev is the one that I use because it does really good front end and back end. Really? I mean, it's like for $200 a month, you can get like more than that. You just got to know what your it's more about the thinking of like, okay, what do I need to build, and then probably and there's a couple like ways to do that I'll go over. But yeah, so I think it's like not anymore. I literally API. It's called API 8 because that's all N8N is doing. Is like it's basically acting as the API tool. Whereas now I'm just building it into software, and that makes it your software. So now it's just this not one thing together. It's literally one in yourself. Exactly. Yeah, and it's way easier, and it looks way better instead of this like complicated like structured thing, which is cool. Like it's cool. It's like a MVP or like, oh yes, it like looks nice, and like you see all these people like, hey, I created this massive thing. My thing is like, if it's not simple, it's gonna break. Something's gonna get updated, and it happens all the time. Whereas if it's software, it's super simple. And I'm always, my thing is simple scale. So I'm always telling people it's like, you need a simple system, you need simple software that's gonna help scale your company. And that's what we did, and that's what I do. Exactly. So, exactly, because a lot of people are trying to overcomplicate things, and it's easy to
You're right. I get caught in just like the analysis crowd.
Exactly.
Like I am every day. There's like a program today.
When you do this, when you do that, stay simple. It's like very cool thing. So I'll walk through all of it. And I think that's actually really good. And then, yeah, it's good to hear get insight. And then, yeah, I'll go with the tools. I know people are like interested in like what tools to use. Again, same thing here. It's like you don't need 20 different tools. Like you need 3. Like here's the 3 that you need to use. Just use these. Yeah.
That's a lot of the time. What is it?
Master of none. Oh yeah.
I don't want to do that. Top 3, expert.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it's not even that. It's like the expert skill. This is what I tell people on. I actually introed my speech at this. Is becoming like really good at entrepreneuring in the mind saying that. Because if you're really good at thinking in that way of like solution oriented, of like, what do I need to do? You can use any tool. Because that's the master skill, and that's the only one that you need. Then it doesn't matter what software you use. You know how to, like I can go in and use any software that's AI driven or this and that because I know how to prompt basically. And that's
So like for instance, if a client comes to you and they're like, hey, you already think of what is your outcome.
Exactly. It's like exactly. And that's all you need to do. Like literally, AI helps with this now. It's like, okay, I know the outcome that I'm going for. It's like, okay, here's the different systems, and then I just prompt it that way. But I give it a good prompt because if you're just like, most people don't understand like thinking. It's a completely different way of thinking instead of just like. Yeah, it's basically it's like, okay, let's say someone says, and it's like they have 5 different softwares, it's like, yeah, it's coming from here, 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 here. It's like, great, now I know what I need to prompt, and then I'll do that. And then it'll give me the solution, and then I'll test it, and then if that works, great. If it doesn't, then I need to prompt it. And then I just do that. By thinking in outcomes, by thinking in results, by thinking of goals. Of like, okay, what is the goal? And then give me context. Here's the things that I need. Here's this like could be anything. Like literally it applies to everything. Exactly. 100%. That's what I said. It's like treat it as a very capable teammate. But you need to tell that teammate what you need exactly. As much as you can. Like give it context. And then it'll do the work. Yeah, it'll find the best way. Yep. Or it'll find a way that works. It doesn't even need to be the best way, it just needs to be a way that works. Because that's what I'm big on. Like it's better to get something, turn it on, trial it, and then if it doesn't work, that's fine. Just try it a different way, and then you're able to do that and get results way faster.
So say you build something in Love,
Yep.
and then hand it over to a customer, and try this out.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's like literally I tell people it's like that. You're gonna know what's gonna happen. You want to get it in someone's hands as fast as possible. Because they'll tell you what they want. But literally, this is how I build something.
Time to value, right?
Exactly.
Like, I think that's why AI is such a challenge.
Exactly.
Good. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah. No. 100%. We'll connect. Get some water. Yeah.
Alright, everybody, we can start making our way back. Start making our way back. That'd be great. Our way back, we can head on back over. That way we can get out of here for 8:45. You guys head on back over to you take that mic.
For sure. Some graphics.
All right, we're gonna let Jay take it away, everybody. Make sure you got your questions ready. Do your thing, Jay. Take it away.
Well, awesome guys. If I haven't said hi, definitely I want to talk a little bit about your business. Basically, I am all about AI, all about systems, all about how to empower like people to be able to use these tools to build what they want. Because ultimately, that's what I see as the future. Is these tools are designed to make more people creators, to make more people more capable, and all this. I'm very big on the positives and the pro because there's a lot of people that are like, oh, like this doom and gloom type messaging, which isn't any of us, which is awesome. Because on the opposite side of that is the ability to use these tools to literally create any idea within your mind that you have and be able to grow your business and not have to hire a complete development team. So a little bit of what I'll go over is how I think about using these tools, some of the best tools that I've found to grow businesses, and the like how to think about it for your teams and how to equip your team to be able to as well. So we'll start with, because I had this question before of like what are, like I get this question all the time, like what are the newest tools, what are the tools that I need to use, and what is like what are the ones that I need to do, and I'll get into that. But first, and even taking a step back, is the number one like thing. I'm big on simplicity. Anybody else? World's too complicated. Who likes simplicity? Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
Minimalist.
Simple scales. So the more we can simplify, the better, especially with newest technology coming out. So I'm big on that. So instead of thinking, what is the tool I need to use? What's the number one tool for the marketing or for the sales side, for like video generation? Instead, the number one thing to be thinking about is how to become a master at prompting or telling these AI tools what you want done. And I touched on this but in the beginning, and this goes into mindset of how to think about it, because basically these things right now are, think of it as the most capable teammate that you have. But that teammate needs to know needs to know the context of the goal that you want to achieve. And this is the biggest thing, and these models are getting better and better. So a lot of times now is I'm just copy and pasting whole pages of notes with context and then giving it the prompt, and the prompt is the actual goal that I need to do. So for an example of this, could be, we were talking, this is actually an incredible example, is you came from corporate, right? And there's in basically like HR, there's like a bunch of like quality reports, and they have data or something like that, right?
Yeah, Liz, there's so much decentralized data. It lives in different, in different tools, and people are trying to extrapolate all the data and put it into like one spreadsheet, and they get confused and they waste a lot of time, and they have to, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, fantastic. That gives me enough context, and this can be applied to anything. So, how you think about it is, first you can either start with the goal or the problem. And once you have the goal or problem, then what I do then is frame it for the AI. So it's like let's take this problem as a good example of like, hey, like if I was writing this into right now I like using Claude for a lot because it just works really well. So that's the one I'm recommending right now. Next one could be something else. But it doesn't matter, and that's the great thing is it doesn't matter because the concept applies no matter what tool you're using. So let's just say you have your preferred platform, and then I'm going to frame this it's like, hey, I have all this decentralized data. I have the data from, and then I'll give you specifics. I have the data from Salesforce. I have the data from Facebook. I have the data from Google. And then I'll paste all that data. I'll literally just download all the reports, paste it all in there. And I'll be like, how can I build, like if I wanted to build a software, or if I wanted to build a solution for this, it's like, build a solution that, and then you want to map that problem to the goal. And tell it exactly what you want. And it's going to figure out the best way to do that. It's going to figure out how to solve that problem. But you need to give it the right context. You need to give it as much context as possible so that it solves it with all the things that you gave it. And then, once you see the goal, then you go back to the AI and say, hey, it didn't work. Because a lot of times it won't work the first time. And then all you gotta do, and this applies to literally anything, and you can now learn anything, you can do anything, just imagine that, you have someone on your team that knows how to do everything, you just have to literally screenshot and put it in there and tell it, hey, I need it to do this, or I'm not seeing this, or the solution didn't work. It's like, how can it work? And then it's gonna give you the next solution. And oftentimes, this actually works. And now we'll go into the actual example of okay, let's say now it gave me the solution. So then I go into the build tool, and now we'll get into tools because I love doing the tools. So there's two that work really well. One that I love is called Lovable.dev. And I should definitely be a sponsor at this point because I'm literally in the top 5% of users. It's literally, there's hundreds of thousands of users. Apparently I'm the top 5%. So, yeah, give me my yearly recap. So what I really like about this one though is it acts just like Claude, just like GPT, just like Gemini, just like any of them. It's literally a text builder, and you can build software. You can build, it can build websites, you can build software. And this is the big thing. Because now, instead of having to go to all these different sites or purchase all these software solutions, you can now build a custom tool to solve your specific problem. And it's going to tie in directly to your data. And you don't need to be an advanced programmer. You don't need to be know how to do anything except know how to prompt. All you need to know is how to prompt that, and then how to take a screenshot and post it in there because it's gonna solve it for you. So now when you have an idea of, let's take this to another idea phase. So that was on the problem phase, problem, and then you have your goal of the solution. So then you have your solution. And that's how you build it. You can build it in Lovable.dev. There's a bunch of other ones. That's just the one that I've been using because it's really easy. And if you've never, literally if you can type on your phone, you can use this one. So it's that simple. The other way that I really like, and this goes for any of the business owners in here. I think pretty much everyone's a business owner is that, or working a business, something like that, have a business, okay. Is you can use this for marketing, sales, fulfillment, anything like that. You can now build custom software that's going to help you do that better, faster, more efficiently, lower cost. And some of the biggest, I guess, use cases that I've seen is both on the marketing front of being able to help with either copywriting, image generation, video generation, I can show you. We built custom video generators. I know we were talking to some, but we were able to do that. But on the sales side as well is automations. A lot of times as business owners, we may beat the system. We may be following up with people. We may be like our sales team may be following up with people. But the biggest use case, and I've done this for like the last 7 years, is on the automation side of being able to create natural automations to follow up with people, re-engage people, and now getting even more creative and more personalized, you can actually use videos as well, which are way more engaging and build your brand and differentiate you from everybody else who's sending emails and text messages. And you can create custom videos for them about your software, about your business, exciting things coming down the pipeline, and all those ideas that you have, you can now implement them in the business. So that's just some of the use cases that I've seen very practically applied to businesses and kind of how to think about building the software. So, or like building custom software, like the tech stack or anything like that. And this can apply to anything from marketing to the sales to actually the business itself, is you can now build software components to help clients. So even like on the breadth or like peak performance or anything like that, you can build custom things of how you help clientele and be able to have this like, now you don't need to use some like habit tracker things, like you can build your own and build it exactly what you need. Like even the breathing exercise, you can now have that built in. So it's like whatever you're doing now is like you can have a software component, and this is actually going to make it a lot stickier, a lot more client retention and a lot more valuable on the front end, because now when people come in, you have something customized that you can offer them. And that's really the beauty of what AI is being able to open up. And so, do I have some time for questions? Okay, great. I'd love to hear any questions, and we can really go into like specific tools, specific use cases. So I'd love to hear that. Yes.
How about the security? My name is Victor. How about the security side of everything?
Security side of everything.
Yeah. So let's say, for example, I go to levelcode.dev.
Yes.
I have to create some sort of application.
Okay.
So in that case, how do I know? How can I ensure that I'm not putting my business at risk for a piece of a software that I don't fully understand? So say, for example, the software has access to all my data, all of the stuff that it needs to perform. So in this case, would there be open back doors to where like a hacker or something could get in, or is there any concern in terms of the security side of things?
Yeah, great question. It's built in. It actually has security reviews automatically, and a lot of these no-code platforms they're really concerned about that, so they actually build in security features naturally. So that would be my first thing. The second thing would be find a security platforms. Yeah, fine.
Prompt to make it extra.
Exactly.
And find agents that build it for you, but it's in your prompting. So you have to have kind of the overall understanding of what level of security you want, because then you can implement that into anything.
Yeah.
It's just adding it.
And again, it goes back to the prompting. Yeah, is you can actually prompt it to be more secure, so that you have to have like admin access or like different levels of access to actually get it. So it builds in security features for you, but depending on the level of security, like Microsoft 2 or any of the like enterprise level, you can actually have, it's called like you can API access and basically integrate them automatically, literally just by prompting. So you can build as secure platform as a bank has. Like that's actually the ability that you have. So you would just want to prompt it, because you can ask it, it's like, hey, how secure is this? What are the security risks? And it'll tell you exactly, and then you can go from there as well.
You can tell them, I want top level security, Pentagon type. What do you recommend?
Yeah.
And we will tell you, that's your budget, or what is it that you want, and they will research and you figured out how to API it and enable it. And you can have the same security as the API if you want.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
and that's kind of cool thing. It's like now you don't have to depend on other people. You can actually build it. Yeah, great question though, because that's big, especially with you don't want other people. My concern is I don't want clients data getting out. also.
Yeah.
So it's not even my own data, but it's like making sure that it's secure so that they can't access like clients' data as well. So yeah.
It's true.
Yes.
I had a question about the video content that you use
Yes.
for sales and marketing.
Yep.
What are your favorite?
Yeah.
Is it HeyGen? Is it?
Yeah, great question. I built my own, so my own. OmegaAIads.com. No, but it all depends on how you want to use it. Because there's a lot of. Yeah, exactly. I mean, how much you want to pay. This is why I put my own stuff.
I know we're having that conversation.
So it ultimately goes into it, like, again, this I'm really big on this is for systems, for marketing, for sales, for the AI, for the automations. I'm always split testing against hiring someone also. Because just because you can put in an automation or AI doesn't mean that's going to get like the best results. So I'm I like simple. Like, and a simple system could be, it's like, hey, this AI starts it, and then I have my human, my VA, my sales team member, they step in at the right time, and that's going to lead to the greatest conversions. Because I'm more concerned about the business results than it sounding cool. Of like, hey, it follows up 24/7. Like, I know the sales is like, it follows up 24/7, it never sleeps, it can dial out 100 people at the same time concurrently, and like set all these appointments. Sounds great. And I know if I combine that with a human to step in at the right time, my conversion rate is going to be 35% plus instead of just having an AI. And that's where it really comes down to measuring in results and not just cool technology. Great question. Yeah. I never actually answered it though. With the video generation. But yeah, what I use is I use my own platform to be able to replicate myself, and its back end is Sora 2. And like I can show you guys that one if you want to see, because you're able to create really hyper-realistic videos with yourself. So I have my team use this as well for doing sales outreach or anything like that. The other thing you can do is HeyGen is another very low-cost one that has a very hyper-realistic avatar as well of yourself. So those would be my two recommendations. And yeah, again, you want to measure this against like, okay, what is the use case? Because it might be not worth your time to actually be generating these videos. It might actually be better just to set an automation to like text these people and just have an AI that texts them. So it's like, again, I'm always measuring against like, okay, what's the simplest way to get the result I want? And sometimes it's just a phone call, sometimes it's a text message, like whatever that would be. And yeah, we'll go into marketing, but yeah, a lot of times it's marketing. Getting the right people to actually click and come to me, and then I can follow up with that. So that's those for the specific video generation. It's like, yeah, you want to simple answer and look for the business results.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Any other questions? Anything AI? Yes.
So I'm more into like wanting to make short films like Hollywood using video generation, but from image creation. And I'm looking to have this as like an assistant, because before AI was out, I was already creating on my own, but I realized how much the scope of the project would take me a lot longer. And now with these tools, I'm able to cut that by a lot. Now, what I've noticed is the prompting. And I've been doing it all on my own, and I've realized that my creative writing class kind of comes into part here. As far as the prompting goes, do you have any suggestions on where or what I can use to train myself to be able to speak these words on my prompting? Because I've realized that you have to be detailed to the core.
Yeah, great question. So think about less training yourself, think about more training the AI. Because that's going to be a lot easier, because again, it goes back to the prompt. I'm actually solving this, I'm building software exactly for this thing to generate full 20-minute to 2-hour-long videos. Based on it, based off either images, but I'm actually going one step less than that and just purely prompting. Because I think that is like the ultimate of like being able to put in the prompts and then you get exactly what you want out of the video. But you need to be really good with the prompts, so I focus heavily on that. Which is why I say it's like learn how to do the prompt engineering. Doesn't matter what tool, it translates across all of them. It translates for me, being able to do voice, switch to video, switch to building software. So I'll answer this question specifically because I'm building this exact thing. We'll talk because I'm building this exact tool.
Super.
And yeah, the biggest thing though, and this is if you ever need templated things, so again, with sales messaging or with anything like that that you want customized, the number one thing to do is give the AI an example of something really good, and then just prompt it as like, hey, using this template, and then you have the template of something that like looks really good, create 20 variations for like XYZ. And I've been able to do this with scripting, specifically with this. This applies across the scenario. If it's like marketing messages, images, videos, it's like, it's like anything. But specifically with this is like, hey, using this script and this template, create the exact prompts I need for the 20 scenes. And it'll create all of them at one go, and it's based off of the template that you gave it, so that it's consistent across generations. And that's how I do it.
I see. So it's almost like a prep step before you even get to the prompt. Is you have to have the notes, feed it the notes kind of so it can understand where you're heading. Conscious, right? Okay.
Exactly. You want to have the context. And then
Okay,
you
context.
Again, thinking in templates, thinking in context of like, hey, here's what good looks like. Here's what the goal looks like. Here's what I need and what it could look like. And this goes with software too. This is like the cool thing about, again, going back to lovable.dev. If there's a software that does this already, to some extent of, let's say it's like that, you can literally drop in screenshots of that software, it'll replicate it, and then you customize it to what exactly you want. And it's able to do that. So that's like, again, any templates, any context you can give, it's gonna create very similar to that, which, basically all you need is like one or two things that are really good, and then you can just replicate it forever. And then you don't have to come up with them. It's gonna come up with stuff that's even better.
Awesome.
So, yeah, great question.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys.
More curiosity of what you use.
Yes.
Automations, you've been talking a lot about automations.
Yes.
Do you know more end or make?
Yeah, great question. Both of them work. I'm of what's going to be the simplest solution. This is with any automation. So both of them can work. I'm, again, looking at the goal and the problem and seeing like if it's going to be less complexity to do it with NAN, I'll do it with NAN. If it's going to be less complex just to do Fake or Zapier, because those were the original automators, I'll use it with that. Because the problem with automations that like automators don't tell you, or like anybody that does systems engineering or anything that they're all talking about all these cool things, but it's like they don't talk about it. It's like if it's too complicated, it breaks. Yeah. And then it doesn't do anybody any good. So again, you want to just go with whatever's going to be the simplest solution and the fastest to implement. That's going to accomplish your goal. And then
It's good finding templates and things that
exactly
have already
exactly proven templates is because if it's been working and like it's been working in this industry, in this industry, in this industry, and it's been working like 100% of the time, it's likely it's not going to break. It's likely it's going to work well. Yeah. So yeah, I like using those. I like building.
Which one do you use the most? Just out of curiosity, because I'm more of an NAN, but I haven't used much make, so.
Yeah. NAN is going to be more common for me. I'm not even doing that anymore. I'm literally just building the software. So anything that NAN can do, you can build into the software. And I'm using that because it's going to be a better user experience. And basically, it's going to break less. It's going to be more reliable. It's going to do repeatedly, and it's going to be easier to
So the code is less good.
Exactly. Compared to what NAN, I'm just doing direct. Yeah. So, and that's what I would recommend to anybody who start doing that because it's going to go more and more to that direction.
It's all code.
Exactly. So phenomenal, guys. Thank you so much. I'm definitely
That's what I'm talking about, Jay. Jay will be around. We'll take a quick 2-minute break in the back room. So once I finish, then we're going to get open for questions and anything like that. And yeah, grab food and drinks. So yeah, 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes no more. Reconvene and just last 15 minutes.
It's free. And you can just voice speak it. And it will translate everything into written. It's called Whisper. And you can use it on your phone. Oh my gosh, me too. That's why I asked him, I'm like, what are you doing? Because I lose my mind every day. Like,
to me, it's been spending money, obviously, because I subscribe, and then I cancel when I find other tools. And then the combination, once I find the combination that works for me, then I stick to it.
You cancel the others, because to this definitely the point, it's like, you keep like learning, prompting, credits.
Yes.
It's hundreds of dollars.
It does. It's already
What I've learned, I don't know, I can't do it.
Yeah.
What I've learned from so there's this use case they really like. What they do is they become an affiliate partner with us. So that way they don't have to pay for the services. They utilize the services for free while promoting it to others. And so maybe you can look at whatever use case that you find that you really enjoy seeing, get into their affiliate marketing. And then that way, they will sponsor you, and you just promote it. And then use their tools on your social media platforms or what have you. You'll have your special link.
That's cool. I didn't know affiliate existed. Yeah, I thought it was more like
No, even in AI.
That's cool because as a film, short films, I can create a work for them. Do that. And affiliate offered like my work.
Exactly. You can do like your workshop. Like workshops, right? Then they'll be required to use the software that you're using for it to learn. And then if they're using your code, and that's how you do it. Exactly. And it's essentially yes. But I don't think so. I think that if you have an audience that you can promote it to, look at like what the requirements are for, because each one has like their own yes, and see what it is. And if you're always promoting their stuff like on social media channels or what have you, then they're probably more inclined to use you because they see that you're always promoting their products anyway. And then you can say like, here, look, I even have, community, like do these workshops. I have the user software, their tools, and all that stuff too. And they work with you because there's a lot of people who are doing content creation using AI and they use these workshops, but then they have partnerships with whatever use cases that they're using, and they don't have to pay for it. And then they make money on top of it because they're making other people use their code and they get commission.
That's a good idea. I should get into not spending. I've already spent so much.
Yeah, so that's one of the tricks that they use.
Like
I
that.
love this. Thank you. It's like that
Okay, we're ready.
That's it. Right.
Actually, time to go home and get to work. I want to start eating.
And don't get so caught up. Like, I know there's like so many different video creation tools. Don't get caught up in what's the hottest and latest. Whichever one works with your workflow, stick to it.
Exactly. That's the way I see it. Yeah, that's the way I see it.
I have no, not for video creation. So because we look at it, it's more so how you use the tool. So if you know how to use it, whichever use that you're using, as long as you know how to run it, some people also use a combination of AI and Photoshop.
Yeah, that's what I do. I pull back, help the model pull it back.
Exactly. So it's more so like you were saying about training the model. And so the more you train it to what you like, the better. But it doesn't matter which use case you use.
True.
It's just how you're prompting it.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I subscribe to Imagine Art, which has all these tools, cleans, and I've spent 600 credits on a video that comes out as good as the $85. Because you know what I'm talking about.
Those credits are ridiculous.
But then I compare this with this video and I come better because I learned that the other one's for 80 credits and they come out as good or even better than the 600. So it's really on you. It's really how to really on your prompt skills. That's why I asked him that, because I'm wondering, like what else can I train myself to really? Sometimes I get tired because I'm like trying to think of the whole thing. I'm like, all right, nice ambient atmosphere with nice like film grain, 85 millimeter lens camera, with 35-year-old male dancing the Magdalena.
That is so true. And then what I also thought is that a lot of creatives, what they will do is they will ask AI, so they will use like a tool like Gemini or ChatGPT first and ask it to give me the prompt.
It's true. I have done that too.
Yeah, so yeah.
I do that now too, but I guess I'm still having trouble using Alexa as like my partner. I apologize to Alexa. She was so grateful. She's like, "Oh, you made my day," because I'm thinking I have all these tools that come from the old school. I come from days that none of this was around, not even phones.
I think all of us, all of us
Right?
came
Like
from
none of this
that.
is, so I'm trying to understand how I can really benefit, or how I can maximize the use of this to create what I'm envisioning.
Even when we were in school, but
None of this Apple computers were like,
this big.
I mean, we're literally living in the age of Jetsons.
right? This is the Jetsons.
This is we're literally living in the age of the Jetsons.
I learned how to type on a typewriter.
Yeah.
That's how
right?
I
With the
am.
band.
Yes. And then you gotta get the little whiteout strip.
Yeah.
And then it was the word processor.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, look how we're able to, you got the order from the word dispenser. We're literally in the age of the Jetsons. All you did was just press the button on a screen and out came the order.
It's so funny. The first day we came here, we have a studio downstairs before. That's the first thing I said was like, "How do you work that machine?" That's the first thing I asked. How does that work?
And then remember, do you remember, Inspector Gadget to the Jetsons?
Yeah.
With the watch, like literally. We can
it's
like
true.
we are literally in a new age.
And the rings, now they have rings now
Yes,
that
the
monitor
ring,
your
yes.
health.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you have it on. He has on the ring. They can record us.
Well, he has to do that.
Exactly. So we are literally living in the age of Jetsons. We just don't have the flying cars as successful as they exist.
Yeah, they exist.
But
Well,
it's not
they're
yet.
working on one now.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. They haven't released it to the public yet, but they exist.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off.
In our lifetime, it's going to be great.
If we don't let them work for currency anymore and just do this,
I know, right? That's what can happen in the economy or even in the world.
All right,
happening now.
everyone, so we're gonna make this quick.
Companies are
I want to give you guys that info you need,
I got let go.
and we're gonna get going.
Go twice.
Can it get any worse? That's why he threw it, because let's just open our own studio.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's why we're here.
So everybody, I hope you guys have had a good time so far. I'm excited because learning a lot, and I know these guys have lived here for a long time, and I always learn something new every time we do one of these events. And I'm excited because it all works together. I'm in marketing. I run part of 3 to 5 Creatives. We are a marketing agency out of New York City, but we're all over the States, and we're also in Spain, Barcelona, or Barcelona, sorry. Anybody speak Barcelona? Is that right?
Barcelona.
Okay, I'm looking at my Latin people that I know for sure. Colombians, right? Colombians, raise your hand. I got a couple. All right, there we go. She's a okay. You go to the next one. So I've been marketing for a while, and I've done marketing in 15 different countries, and it helps me understand culture. And one thing that I'm seeing right now has been a lack of sensitivity to culture. Not sensitive where I gotta be nice to everybody, but understanding that marketing is direct. We're able to get granular. All that data we're talking about with AI, half the people don't even know how to use it. And it really starts when people look for you. It's the number one thing in marketing. Who are you? And we all are affected by marketing. And I like myself, I'm like, I'm not affected by marketing. I'm a glasses. I'm wearing a Samsung smartwatch. I'm wearing shoes from whatever brand. Now, am I a person that likes to put branding all over my body? No, you don't see one brand name on me. Because my grandfather said when I was younger, never put another person's name on you unless you're getting paid for it. Otherwise, he said, he said, otherwise, what did our ancestors fight for? And so that's something I like to tell business owners, tell people, stop giving businesses free marketing, right? It's okay if you like it, you support it, nothing wrong with that. I get a little excited, but that's one of the things at 3.5, instead of just giving you the basic, we customize it so you can tell your authentic story. We can tell when it's fake nowadays. We can tell when you're fake, because I just need to look at your Instagram and scroll down 2 years and like, oh, you weren't about no fitness. You just about fitness now. And it's not bad that you changed, but you have to be truthful. And that's the part of marketing people don't like to be. We like to be fake, and then you know it's fake because you're looking at AI on Instagram and you're like, you do not look like that in real life. Just saying, I don't AI my photos except for maybe two photos. And the only AI I did with was actually put the suit on. That's actually pretty funny. But no, that's one thing I tell people, be your authentic self. So at 3.5 Creatives, we're a creative agency. We try to help you understand where to go with your brand strategy, and then finally the digital marketing, because that's the cheapest way of getting your message out. So why does your digital presence matter? Credibility and trust. All right. How do we trust people? I just met you. Why would I give you $100? But why do you give Nike $100? You never met somebody from Nike. But we give Nike $100. We give Samsung. We give Apple a lot of our money, more than $100. So why do we do that? Because they built trust and credibility. They've shown us that products work. They've shown that they invested in their brand, and there's a sense of, I want to represent that. So why don't we do that online? 75% of people are going to look at your online credibility and judge you. If your website's not right, they're going to be like, don't trust it. If your social media looks weak, why would I come to you for anything that deals with social media or marketing or branding or business in general? And you're like, well, Curtis, it doesn't really matter. I'm making. Well, how do I see what you're making? You think I'm going to drive all the way over there? No, I have to see it to believe it, right? And so these are some of the things that we're looking at. Also, people are like, I don't do online, I'm word of mouth. What? How many people can you get? Word of mouth. You got a lot more reach online. And if you're authentic, people will refer them online to you, and you get even bigger operations of people coming to you. So that's one of the things I like to show, that 36% of businesses, all small businesses, of small businesses lack website. Who all have a business ethic? Who all has a good website? Who all are proud of your website? Who all have who doesn't have a website? All right, so if you're not proud of your website, it's just as bad as if you don't have a website. Because that means the first interaction I'm gonna have with you is, you showed up like that to this meeting? Just being honest. You want my money? Do I trust you to give you my debit credit card number with all the fake out there? Right? And so that's the part that people like to think websites and digital marketing doesn't matter. But if you don't have a brick and mortar, your digital presence is your storefront. It's just online. Now, would you go to a store that's dirty? I wouldn't. Would you go eat at a restaurant that has roaches on the ground? I actually went to a restaurant and it was dirty, and it's a chain, and I'm eating with my wife and my mother-in-law, and I see something out the corner of my eye. Oh, no. Oh, absolutely. I said, oh, Lord, if I react, they're going to flip out. Like, it's just, I have to be the calm with the roaches. So I take my napkin and I'm just like, I chew, and I kill it. And my wife goes, what was that? What are you doing? Why are you being weird? I'm like, don't trip. There was a roach. She's like, oh my God. I said, yep. And it came from behind you. No. Did we ask for the check at that moment? Yes. Will I ever eat at that restaurant or any establishment that has around the nation? Never. Because that one instance was not clean. So why would I do my website like that? Why would I do my Instagram? My Google My Business, which is the easiest thing for you to have. How many people have a Google My Business? How many people don't know what a Google My Business is? If you don't, it's better to be honest, right? And these are things that people use to find people today. So if you don't have these things, how do you expect to dominate? How do you expect to be found? How do you expect to sell? You can have every AI tool. I can build 100 softwares with Jay's like, Kurt, you got everything to run your business. Nobody knows you. How many people are like, oh, you're the best kept secret nobody knows about? Like, I don't want to be the best kept secret. Unless I'm exclusive and I'm telling you guys, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm Ditch, right? If I'm Will Smith and Ditch, I want to be the best kept secret. But if I'm not, I have to be there. Now, these are 3 ways of having a strong digital presence, right? The base level, website. Website optimization. Build a good website. AI can build it. But if you don't know websites, you're going to make mistakes. That's the part. If you don't have your strategy down, and I'm going to have somebody come up that actually went through a course that I do in coaching, and she's going to tell you all the things she did and why this all matters. She also worked with Jay too, so this is the best part of why we're able to go together. But your website, right? Basic. I'd rather you have a clean, basic, modern website than everything in your mama. I got AI chat for your bio. You can chat GPT this, you can, but I don't care. I want it to be simple. I need to get what I want because I don't have time to scroll. And if you don't have a place on the first page where I can know exactly what I want to buy, if you are selling cookies or sweets, like my man right here, shout him out downtown, holler at him. Now, guys, let's do it. If you're selling sweets and you're selling online, I need to know where can I get it, I need to know where can I buy it, and I need to be able to book a session if you're doing massage, if you're doing therapy. I want to book a session, book a consultation. I want that right away because I want my intent to be quick. Right? If you don't have that, how do you convert? You can have the coolest looking website, but if you don't have a place to convert, you're not going to convert. Second is SEO. People think SEO is dead. SEO is actually more important than ever. Do you know why? AI SEO. And the reason is because it's giving less results. So people are seeing drop in their actual traffic to their website because AI is actually giving you what AI thinks is best. But AI is only getting that from all the data from SEO. So if you're not on your website showing that you answer those problems, because every time you go on search, what are you doing? You're asking a question. You're looking for an answer. Same thing with a prompt that you're looking for an answer, but every time you go on it, you're looking for something. So you have to make sure that you're showing up and doing an even better job because now AI is filtering it even stronger and they're giving less results. The next thing is content strategy. A lot of people have no idea what content strategy is. It's when you actually know what you're building for content-wise. You can get that beautiful generator, but if you have no idea who your target audience is, and you're sending a person in Colombia a video that's speaking Chinese, and they speak Spanish, are you selling them? Are they going to convert any? No. It's like selling a product to a woman, but you're using particular language, images, and strategies that men go on. And again, it's not exactly every woman's the same, every man's the same, but there's generalities that are true, how we see the world. So you have to know who you're marketing to, and if you have the right strategy, then your content strategy will come naturally, because the only point of content is to help people, is to get your information across. If your content's not effective, helpful, or relevant, don't put it out. Again, helpful, relevant, effective. Those are the 3. You go to the next one. So, building your social media presence, we know everybody's on social media. If you're on social media and you're doing it correctly, you will see a conversion boost. You go to the next one. And I think the most important thing are reviews. How many people actually have reviews? How many people look at reviews when you go anywhere? Who's gone to a restaurant in the last 2 weeks? Raise your hand. That's everybody. Everybody's going to a restaurant. 2 weeks. You've been to it. And who cooks at home every night? Every night? Sunday night too? Saturday night.
I applaud that.
You know what? You went to Casa Doma. All right. So you have to make sure sure you get reviews. Because how do you judge a restaurant? You look at the number one thing is reviews. How do we judge companies? Reviews. So make sure you're getting good reviews and make sure the reviews are real. Now, one thing that we overlook a lot is email marketing. And a lot of people just get on email, cold email. But if you actually treat email marketing as a sacred tool, you will actually get more conversions. Because not cold email, but if somebody gives you their email, you have a level of trust that they've given you also. So it's up to you not to break that. So don't spam them, give them value. Every time we want to sell, bump selling, give them value. They'll come back. They won't stop coming because they're like, man, every time I talk to Jay, every time I send an email from Jay, every time Shay sends me an email, it's a new technique, it's something I didn't know, it's something I want to know more. Okay, I want his services, I want their services, I want those cookies because they keep telling me how to eat healthy and have fun. They tell me what's a good chocolate, why certain chocolates are really good. And it's funny, you think it's trivial, but you'd be surprised how many people actually will eat a certain food based on the knowledge they receive. If somebody tells you this chocolate is bad for you, this chocolate is good for you, what you gonna do? You eat the good chocolate because you want it to be good, but you still want chocolate, right? So, email marketing, content creation, they go together where you have to continue building that trust to provide that. So, really quickly, website, who likes slow websites? Anybody like slow websites? No, you don't like slow. So, if your website is a little slow, just think nobody's gonna look at it.
No.
Just be honest. Just be honest. If you go to a restaurant, you go in the door, and the door takes 5 minutes to open, are you going to go into that restaurant when you're hungry? No. You're going to keep going. So make sure your content, your website, everything's loading correctly, and you can check all of that with AI. And that's the part that I let Jay do. I don't do anything with AI. Just letting y'all know. I give you the strategy for it. But this tells you some of the conversion rate, and it's funny because you wouldn't think 3 to 4 seconds or 5 seconds is a lot, but it's a lot online when people only give you 3 seconds of their focus. If they only give you 3 seconds of your focus, you're already down -7% conversions. If you take 5 seconds, which probably 80% of websites take plus 5 seconds, 87% of people are going to leave your website. So if you have 100 people coming to your site, 87 are gone. You can't live off of 13 clients unless one client is $1 million, but that also depends what your overhead is. So we go to the next one for me. So as we're looking at the different platforms, a lot of people think Facebook is dead. A lot of people don't like to use Facebook. Facebook is still one of the most effective social media platforms out there. Do you know why?
No.
Disposable income is one, but do you know why Facebook is the #1 platform? I think.
Because it's like a legacy platform. It's been around for so long, and you've got all the boomers and the Xers and every single generation is on there.
That's a part, but the #1 thing Facebook has that only one other maybe has, but it doesn't have, maybe LinkedIn, groups. Groups. You build your own community. How many people know Black Rifle Coffee?
That's cool.
Black Rifle Coffee is a coffee company. And the crazy thing with Black Rifle Coffee, they have 100,000 veterans in their Facebook group. Every time they drop a new product, 100,000 people buy the product. They don't have to market on Instagram, TikTok, did the dance about the coffee, give a drink, get to bed. No, they say, hey guys, we got a new coffee coming out. We want you guys to experience it first. It's only going to make 50,000 bags drop. It's sold. They own that community. They built that community. How many of you actually own your community? Are you paying money to get people to just see you for 3 seconds to buy your product? Build your community. Build your community. That's what Facebook does. Instagram. I love Instagram. Instagram's still one of the best ones because it's not weird like TikTok. I love TikTok, but it's weird. Instagram is still kind of normal, but it's weird a little bit still. But LinkedIn is the other place where you can build your network. If you're a professional services, if you're building different softwares for companies, Facebook is good. But LinkedIn is even better. And you can build it on your community on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn now doing even more. They're giving you SEO style content. They're telling you where the people are from, They tell you what industry they're in, and then they tell you what business, not business, but what their position is. Now you can hyper-focus on if you only meet the COO of a company. I don't want to talk to HR. I don't want to talk to marketing. I know who to go after. And you figure out with their data on what content they see as valuable. And I saw this the other day in one of the coaching sessions that I'm doing. A lady showed me her Instagram. She goes, oh, I post on Instagram. I said, 7 of those 8 posts all have AI generated images. Clear AI generated. Not like that. That was dope, bro. That was hyper realistic, yeah, that was good. But 7 basic AI images, and I could tell all the content copy was AI. And I said, she said, yeah, I post every day. I said, but this isn't good. Just because AI creates it and you post it, you're not going to get any visibility. How do you know? How does the platform know it's AI? Because they all have it. They're all behind it. They know it's AI. So you need to make content. You're making AI content, make it your own. And then create still your own content, your photo, your real video. You don't have to just use AI. I think it's great. I use a lot of AI. Don't hate on it. But at the same time, you have to be you. Your content. Be you. Go make it. It takes work. And then email, of course, we're talking about. You go to the next. That's the highest ROI, by the way. If you ever want to spend money, people give you their email. Email's the best way to spend money. Now, everybody here, if you, I'll have my, the next screen will have a QR code. People there. We'll get a free digital audit. We charge our agency for those, but one of the things I like to do is prepare people for the real world. So we looked at your website. Is AI, LLM readable? How readable is it? How many people actually have their website audited to see if it's actually reading or readable by AI? Who even thought about that? When did I do that?
No,
It's like I've been there.
and you wrote it into the
Yeah, the back end. Yeah. No.
no, there's a page where code is
Oh, what do you use?
no, but it goes into it's in WordPress.
WordPress, yes.
No, but it's inside WordPress. It's a little document that you tell it exactly what the website does so that AI can find it.
Can read, yeah.
I don't remember exactly right now what the document is, but you have to put it there.
Yeah, no, it's in there. It's also part of the metadata, which is part of that, which AI then reads the metadata, and then it goes
Just
through.
need it, let's read it.
But WordPress is one of the best website builders platforms to actually be found. So make sure you scan down, give everybody digital audit. It is going to talk about your SEO and everything like that. Before we end, I do want to bring up really quick Darlena. She actually, so I'm actually doing a course. It's going to be free if you guys want to join it. With Catalyst, who also is a sponsor with us. Jamie and I actually are part of it. It's really cool. But she's one of the people that actually went through. We had about 25 people start. And this is why I brought in mindset with Shay. We had 25 people start. We had 7 people finish.
Wow.
It is free.
Wow.
We charge $10,000 a person at these other courses that I'm doing. And it's free.
Wow.
And 25 people had the option to do it. 7 finished. So I'm gonna let her talk about her experience really quickly, and then tell us. So tell us about the experience, and then first tell us your name, what business you do, and then tell us about your experience.
So I'm Darlena. I am the CEO and founder of Rejuvenate Skin Med Spa. I am a holistic med spa that specializes in lymphatic drainage, facial sculpting, and body sculpting. We provide a wellness
Content.
So Rejuvenate Skin helps reconnect our clients to their natural glow and their natural beauty through wellness. So that wellness starts from within. We help you restore that balance through lymphatic drainage massages. I started with the core, with the digital marketing, and in the beginning, I really went into this because I was a brand new business owner. And I wanted to learn how to get my brand out there, market my brand, and I didn't have any experience on this or knowing how to do so. So I joined the cohort and it was fantastic because one thing that it taught me was, one, how to build my content strategy. I had a website, but my website was not where it needed to be. So with Curtis and like here, they helped me build that website where it was, once someone came on, they knew immediately what I offered, okay? And then from there, I also had to figure out what was my community. You know, a lot of us have these businesses and we're putting out this content, we're doing all these things, and we really don't know who our community is. Who's the followers? Who are we, you know, marketing to? If you don't know who you're marketing to, or you don't know who's gonna follow you or what they need, you're just putting your content and information out there to just whatever. So when I went through the digital marketing, that's what I learned. I learned how to build my website, make sure that I was visible, understanding who I was actually being followed by, who needed me, who was actually my community. And then from there, I was able to build my content strategy. I used my AI prompt.
Yeah, Jay
did our AI prompt. And even just now, I just went on and redid my content strategy because my strategy that I had for the first quarter already shows some progress. So now it's time for me to move on. So I went from starting with you guys, I had like 550 followers. I think I'm up to 3,500 followers now.
Real followers, not fake.
Real followers, not fake followers. My website went from 100 people or 100 or so to like, I think I'm at almost 2,000 a day.
Yeah.
My bounce rate went up to I think 8 to 10%
Yeah.
from negative.
Yeah. Well, you actually been getting a lot more leads from.
I'm actually getting a lot more leads.
This is the thing, in the beginning, she was getting a lot of word of mouth.
Yeah, a lot of
So
word of mouth.
now, tell them what your change, because that was one of the things, she needed more time.
Yes.
And, yeah, go ahead.
So now I'm getting actual people coming to me asking to either join or partner with. Right now I'm with Crunch. I'm a co-partner with Crunch, so I can give my clients a percentage off with them, which has helped a lot because that's marketing. I'm on their website, I'm on their TV, and actually I'm about to go into my second event with them this month, probably on the end of the month for them. And then I've had other Instagram creators team up with me. I had a supermodel came for her Miami Swim Week. She drove an hour to me just to have her facial, and she posted me, and even to this day we still talk. Okay, we're still friends. And so I've had connections with other content creators, but the most important thing is that I'm also getting pickup flow from TikTok. For the last few weeks, I told them, I said, wow, I think my last 3 or 4 clients have been from TikTok, and I'm like, oh no, I saw you on TikTok. And they're in my immediate area, which is crazy. So if you know how to learning how to put yourself out there and knowing who your audience is and knowing where, how to get your name out there, it works. I mean, I used what I learned and I put it in effect, and now tomorrow my first apparel comes out. I'm waiting for the doors to open. Knocky knock. Can I pick up my apparel?
Well, let me see really quick. One of the things that you learned too was what not to do.
Oh yes.
Because that was the biggest thing. she was actually offering a lot of different services, and how many people
Oh, yeah.
offer multiple
Yeah,
services,
yeah, yeah.
she knew exactly now.
Yeah, so at the beginning of the year, I cut that down a lot. I went straight to really the true services that were pulling in business. When I started my business, I started off I was just kind of doing everybody else. Oh, you have this one that looks like it's gonna make money. Oh, I'll just do that. And then once I just pinpointed exactly what my business did and what services everyone was looking for, now that's my sellers. I have girls waking me up in the middle of the morning and say, hey, you have open tomorrow? Or you have open this weekend? I need that 2-hour session. They're coming in and then they're telling their friends about it, and those friends are telling their friends. So I'm seeing it, and I also on my Instagram started actually showing my results. So that made a big difference.
Was her?
So she can be on camera.
Oh, no, it's on camera, it's on her.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and after I started doing that, showing those results, people started hitting up saying, hey, now people are they're coming into my DM saying, I need that, I need that silhouette. I'm coming to you next month, or how much it is, am I gonna get a discount? They want that discount. And I started doing my newsletters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I also started a VIP glow circle.
Yeah. So, I want to jump in there. This is the thing. Once you build your community, now you maximize your community.
Yeah.
Because she had people coming to her. I said, yo, why you ain't got a group? You need a VIP. Because how do you get people to pay more money?
Yeah.
Right? Exclusivity.
Yeah.
So now you just can't come to me for everything, or the new stuff that I'm going to do, only these people get, and your real customers are going to build a community. And that's one of the things I'm very proud of her, because all we did was give her the tools.
And I used every last one
And
of
she
them.
used it. And that's
All of it.
the reason I want to bring Shane in so bad is because people don't have her mindset. They don't understand how to take it and then go forward. It took a lot of work. I've been coaching with her for the last, since we did it back in July. We do it every month. We meet at least twice a month.
Yeah.
And it's literally just a 30-minute, hey, what you doing? Hey, what about this? What you doing? And it's been, I say it's great because I get to see people actually put it to work. And this is one of the reasons why we did the Growth Blueprint, because we want people to put it to work. I don't want to keep seeing people here and you ain't did nothing. I want to tell you, don't come. Because if you come, and people laugh at me. I used to be a trainer. Why did you stop training people? Because people are lazy. I didn't want to train you past 6 months. At 6 months, if you're not doing it on your own, why are you here? I'm not your babysitter. Some people need it, and that's okay. But if you're not building to do it yourself, and actually want to see yourself succeed, and that's the funniest thing, is like, why do you come? Why do you waste your time? You guys are all business owners. You could go home and sleep. You got food. You got kids. You got wives. You got husbands. Whatever. And I want to see people put the work in. So next time you come to one of the Growth Blueprints, I want to know, like, hey, Jay, I actually made one of those softwares. Hey, I actually do the breath technique every time before I do, an email. Hopefully, you reach out to one of these people, right? And then hopefully you're networking with each other. Because why wouldn't you? If you're here, that means you have something common with somebody else here. I'm gonna go to his sweet shop after I get off my fast. Sunday, I'm done. We come. Like Dion said, we come. I'm coming with that cookie with the chocolate. Open up, and that's all on Instagram. But for real, we have therapists. We have what business do you do?
We do graphics, we do content creation, green screen capabilities.
So what's your business? What business do you work with?
Mine, so I want to do like customer success automation.
Gotcha. Don't want, just do it. She does customer service automation. There we go. What's your business? Media. There we go. Get that media right. Gotta tell us a little bit later too. What's your business?
Fitness studio on healthy food truck.
Ooh, all right, healthy food truck. All right, hey, NBCC is here. We need a healthy food truck. We need to get her in the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. What's your businesses?
We work with preschools. We do a lot of different stuff, specifically for the preschool industry.
Gotcha, because I might have a kilo. I'm not having a truck. My wife owns it. I tried. I can't.
Orgasm Sweet Shop.
Yeah, we're at.
Located downtown, 31 Northwest 9th Street. We're open from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. on the weekdays, 2 a.m. on the
We
weekends.
late night. That's what I'm talking about. I feel that's guilty about these late. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell my wife. Sir, what's your business?
Oh, the same.
Oh, sing. Okay. Oh, the Round Day Podcast. Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Come on. Young lady, what is your name? What is your business?
Sean Dufresne, and I am a media personality and host, and I also teach people how to do public speaking.
See? So talk about it. So talk about it. Yes, that's what's your businesses?
We have a social media marketing agency, and we do also lead generation through organic content creation.
There we go. So I'm talking about, sir, your business?
Real estate.
There we go. And then introduce yourself, sir. Please tell us who you are.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Martin with the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce.
There we go. If you haven't joined,
You need to join.
because she's a part of it, I'm a part of it, he's a part of it, she's a part of it.
And I must tell you, it all started there. Me joining the Miami-Dade Chambers of Commerce.
There we go. And what it is community, and that's the thing, there's multiple, there's other chamber of commerces, 100% join the one you're near, or you really like, but community is what matters. So we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much, Darlena. Make sure y'all get her information.
Just one
Yeah, go right
question.
ahead.
What was the sales increase since you started doing this?
I went to
In percentages, you know, from where you
I
started.
doubled my sales.
That's why you got it.
I doubled my sales. Yeah, double to triple my sales. 300%. 300%.
And it's actually even
Oh,
more.
right, that's-
It's not even just sales, she actually increased the price and cut certain things. So she actually increased sales even more.
And your
Just sales, but actually revenue increased and actually her overhead reduced.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the part. You can always increase sales, but one of the things we sat down with her and her strategy was how do you reduce the money you spend so you can increase the money you're making without having to do a lot.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not spending as much money as I was before because my main things is the fact drain massage. My machine is my hand.
Yeah.
So a lot of lymphatic drainage spas use, I have the cavitation and I have the radio frequency, but most of the time I don't use it. I maybe use it once in a while for radio frequency, but my real tool is my hand. So I'm not spending money. My money is in my hand. So when my clients come to me, that's where they're getting the massages from. I had a client ask me, "Are your pants insured?" I was like, "I should."
You should.
I have one more question for you. What was your timeline for tripling your income, your revenue?
Oh, I finished the course in like what?
End of September.
End of September. By December.
Wow, that
By
is
December, by December last year, end of last year.
And now she's launched new things this month.
And I'm launching it was funny because in December I also launched my rose hibiscus tea that went crazy for Christmas. I just had a client of mine pick me up in the middle of the night saying that she needed 2 bags of the rose hibiscus tea. And my apparel. My apparel comes out this month.
That's amazing.
We'll let final comments from you guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to, first of all, say thank you to everybody for sticking around. And this was really special because, like everything, starting at 5% is hard. We did this in December. November. Let's say November. And we had COVID. So that's what it's all about. Stick to it. Right? Be that 5%. Be that 5%. And one thing I wanted to piggyback on what Darlene said, and what you guys helped her identify is don't be scared to choose the clients.
Yes.
Don't be scared. I was scared until I decided one day, I said, I want the 5%. There's going to be a lot of no's, but I want that 5% because it's easier to help somebody who has a goal and a direction than something doesn't. That's why y'all are here, right? So stick to it. We're here. You guys are gonna have all my contacts up. I do not have hibiscus tea, so please do not call me. I do not have cookies. 1 o'clock, but if you want to talk and breathe, hit a brother up.
Yeah, it just, even the conversations I've had, it's just been so inspiring, just because a lot of times, sometimes I feel like I'm just talking online, and then it's so great to actually have people that are interested in building, creating with AI, using it in their businesses to grow them and using the best technology, because it's really exciting what you're doing. It's really allowing just people with great ideas, you're now able to implement them very quickly. So, it's just a blessing. Thank you guys all for coming out. And, happy to talk with anybody and, free consultations, talk AI, really meet up for coffee, anything like that.
No, I say thank you to you guys for doing this with us. This was something that I put together myself and Jay back in, September, and that was with Catalyst and some other people, and then we brought Shay on, and like I said, we had 2 people, and that was something that was really powerful. So I'm grateful for people who show up. Your time is very valuable. Your attention is very valuable. And all of you have something to bring to the table. I would love to meet everybody. If you didn't scan that QR code, please do and book a time with me. Because yes, I'm trying to represent. Darlene, I tell you, I repost your stuff. If you are my community, I will repost it. Unless it's horrible, then I will tell you this sucks. I'll be honest, this sucks. You need to do this, and repost it. And that way we can all grow together. I know we're about to jump out and do. You got it?
Yeah. One of the things briefly, really quickly talk about a committee. One thing for me that I found in the healthcare industry, when you're teaching, think about school. Right? I know there's a lot of things that I use school, and I've had huge increase in the amount of people that jump into the community and information, and I can sell my ebooks there. I can sell extra products there. So every place you can sell something is a place to make money. Right? So just another one to your list. I know people have opinions and stuff, but that's just.
I mean, everybody here trying to make money, right? Yeah. Is anybody here just like, I'm just here chilling? No, we're trying to make money, right? So don't be afraid to sell, and sell wherever you. But like I said, and I know this, provide value. Don't sell trash. Sell gold. Because you'll sell it, you'll make a lot of money. And you won't feel bad in your sleeping bag. That's the real thing. Your legacy is going to be what people think of you, right? And you did your best. You provided the best. I provided the best fitness, the best food truck, and the best media company. You got your face is snatched, your silhouette is right. You know what I'm saying? Your content is fire. You know how to speak in public. You know what I'm saying? You get the sweet treats. Right? These are the things that, we want to continue to grow. So thank y'all so much. Please tag us in your post. If you post, please tell people about it. This will happen again in about a month or 2 months. We're going to send out early. Everybody's on the Luma. So thank you guys. If you haven't signed up, let us know. But again, I'm going to put my QR code up there. And if you just scan the QR code that's on the flyer, that's on the counter, and on that counter over there, you'll be able to get the information. And that way, you get a free consultation, and then he will breathe with you, but not past 8 p.m. because his wife ain't gonna let that happen. All right, just let y'all know. So thank y'all so much.
Nice meeting you. Can't wait to taste them. Oh yeah, listen, definitely. We're gonna be able to connect this upcoming week.
Well, you mind if I come with
How did you find out about the?
I was working here.
Contact me.
If we're going to take a quick photo, so everybody can come together. Everybody can come to the front. We're going to take a quick photo all together. So we're going to come up and just come to the front of the TV. We're going to take a photo all together.
Yeah, so it's straight off their website. Okay. I see you just press it, and then you just scan it out. So that's how we also get it.
Yes. It was inspired by
Information back.
my
Download it.
my media name.
Send it to your contacts.
The shorter version of my page.
And then you can send the short back.
My favorite.
Congratulations. You got everything rolling, that's good. I got to stop by and get one of your testimonies. Everything was good until this happened. So you can say that again. That I was filming earlier. The battery. Yes, sir.
Putting all that together, I remember
All the packages you have, right? What type of business you have?
we actually run content creators. We have a podcast where we use video screen and video tools. So what I remember is
some people like to change all things because they think the equipment might be where you want to go. Okay, so I check it out before you leave. Are you still up? You going on the road?
it's a small studio.
You got your car here?
It's a boutique.
Okay.
I remember when I took, when I was in college, I took public speaking class. I failed it twice. Really? One time, writing, and the other.
Let me take that and take it. So go ahead and check that out. If you decide, if you got any questions on it, I'll let you know. And if you do decide to sign up, just put it on the card. Leave it on the mark and come back to me.
So, I'm Angel.
Angel, okay.
He's the artist.
He's the artist, okay.
He's won 2 Emmys when he worked for TV.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so he's got the experience and the credit.
Okay.
So we decided after this industry is changing and evolving, we decided to open up his own studio. He called me to open it with him. So I said, sure, okay, let's do it. Let's try it out.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's my intention. I was with the chamber, but then also my business is I have a sports and community radio program.
You do? Oh, interesting.
I'll check you guys out. I'm going around and be doing a media tour, a podcast tour.
Whoa.
Check out different studios.
So we have like I said, spot studio right here.
Okay.
And the cool thing about it that is it could be your traditional podcast studio with your chairs, your microphone. But now we went a step further. We're offering the green screen effect behind the podcast host and guest. To actually, as we're talking, we're telling the story behind it. Yes, sir. So and actually immerse you in that. So if you say, oh, I traveled to say. I went to New York and the subways in New York. We'll put the subways in New York, and you're gonna look like if you're actually standing in the subways in New York.
So mine was both. We actually put it on Zoom and radio. Zoom, the internet, but it's more It's on social media, but it's more radio. I'm on 6 different actual
I
radio
got you. Oh, well, that's not
so
sound
mine
radio.
Mine is a hybrid because it's more radio than podcast.
Of course,
But
that
it's
makes
got
sense.
both because it's on social media. Social media is a podcast.
Of course.
So look at it and see. That's good.
Sounds good.
But I think you don't mind seeing that because I'm talking about the sports stuff. And you have the stadiums and games in the background.
Yes, sir.
Understand? You're the man.
He's the man.
I heard I was.
You know, I'm the man sitting next to the man with the man.
He's the guy with the Twitter. So I do what he says. Oh,
Right. I'm familiar with it.
That's where it happened.
you guys are much prettier than I am.
You guys get to stand in front of me.
I love it. You know a little bit more, get a little bit more. If you're tall, go to the back. If you're short, come to the front. That's true. Or squat. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. I don't want to couch it on floor.
Yeah. We smile.
Hang on. Say what?
No. That's too simple. That's the Samsung.
This is Google, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Google.
He's asking God. It could. I'm actually, this is actually, doesn't even have a service. I use it just for the camera. All right. 10 seconds. One more. 10 seconds.
I need to ask everybody, if you haven't checked out one of the restaurants in Windward, Kitchen and Cocktails.